Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Semi-Perfect Podcast here on the day after Christmas 2018, December 26th. Thank you for joining us live. For those watching on delay, thank you for joining in and listening. I might sneeze. That wasn't it. Alright. I'm all good now.
Almost as if he knew.
I did.
I know.
What?
I'm fucking joking.
You're
I'm not that dumb.
You're funny.
With my sickness.
Joining me here tonight, as I am mostly recovered from my sickness, is my extremely sick wife. Yeah, I like how you had to mouth it like wife.
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 I'm your wife.
Not girlfriend.
Yeah.
Not fiance. Not anything else.
Alright, can you say my name now, please?
PaleoSteno.
Hi.
Is my wife. Now everyone knows. No, we got Toodles.
Hello.
Hello, Toodles. And then, as mentioned, Paleo's joining in the fun here tonight.
Hello.
Hello. And then I think Hirosashii will be on in a little bit.
Yeah. Matt said that he might join, so I might need to remind him. I wish I didn't have to, but...
Or just don't remind him and see how he does. But yes, so this podcast we're going to be talking a lot about with you guys. We want to hear what you guys are up to, kind of see what people got for Christmas, and talk about the holidays. And I'm sure we each have some stories that we could share from the holidays.
I left tea out and now it's cold.
She left tea out and now it's cold.
I'm gonna heat it up real quick.
Hurry. Big thank you to our most recent super chatter, Fritz Roll, saying Merry Christmas to everyone in the Semi-Perfect Podcast. Thank you so much, Fritz Roll.
Thank you.
I don't know if you heard her back there. Say it again.
Thank you.
Sarah's still sick. How you doing, Paleo?
All right.
Yeah. Did you have a happy holidays?
Yeah, it was good. Hung out with family and junk.
Yeah, junk.
Yeah.
Did you eat?
Yeah, I ate some food, and I've been eating the leftover snack tray that had crackers and ham and cheese on it.
So since
Just
Sarah,
eating it while watching movies.
nice. Since Sarah's not here, I want to tell you about how oppressed I have been since I got married with her.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah. Check this out. So I left. I on Christmas Eve, I ate this chicken thing at a restaurant, and it was really good. But I only ate half of it, and I was gonna eat the rest for another meal. And I put it on the counter when I got home, and then 3 hours later realized, I didn't put it in the fridge. And so, yeah. But I was like, well, now I put it in the fridge. And then I asked Sarah, I'm like, hey, do you think I can eat that? Even though I left it out, and it was out for 5 hours. And she said,
No.
She said no. So, I don't know how this marriage is really going. It's been pretty rough.
Look, all I'm saying is I don't want you to die. Is that so bad?
But chicken is food.
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah. Speaking of food, do we want to do food posts?
Oh, yes. Paleo, do you want to do food posts?
Yeah.
Good. Me too.
I've got to do a Saber thing where I talk about the previous topic for 12 minutes before we get to anything, because it just reminded me there are certain foods that you can leave out and they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Pizza. You can leave out pizza for a while; it'll still be good.
Yeah. In fact, for some reason, at some conventions we go to, Saber and some of the guys, maybe you too, love to leave out. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Something just nearly killed Sarah.
We'll get to it in a little bit.
Okay, we'll get back to it. But I was going to say, Saber refers to it as fermented pizza.
Yeah.
So what they'll do is they'll buy pizza, and then they'll be like, all right, now let's not eat it for 12 hours. And I'm
Not
always,
that long.
how long do you think, like, is...
Oh,
You're probably more...
I eat it when it gets there.
Thank you. That's what I'm like, hot pizza. Like, I'll eat cold pizza if I need to, but I don't, like, want it to ferment. Just the name doesn't sound good to me either. All right, Sarah, food posts.
All right. So first food post for today, it was from Nora Mermaid. No food at the moment since I'm working
The antonym
of the apple plate. But instead, I want you guys to meet the new boyfriend, Nero.
Whoa.
In the background, there's like a spooky silhouette
Nora,
thing behind.
let me just say I'm proud of you. That you've met someone like Nero who looks like a good person.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good. I hope the best for you and Nero. The outline boyfriend. Okay.
Okay. This is what made me laugh is Princess Deadpool's post. I just flip over to the tab and I just see Princess Deadpool's face.
It's a beautiful face.
His beautiful, smiling, bright face.
Now let's say I'll explain why.
That's a face that belongs on a YouTube thumbnail.
It really is. But there's a reason why Princess Deadpool has this face. It's because Princess Deadpool ordered a pizza from Round Table. It says best pizza ever, but it isn't here yet. But the air around me is a good snack. Air around. Nice. Very good. Oh, what's that?
Pixie is having a Christmas sugar cookie, sans a glass of milk because we're fresh out. Aw. No milk, but still a good cookie.
All right, now this one's pretty cool.
Yeah. Railroad Bronies. Special Christmas food post tonight. Here's the Christmas train. During tonight's semi-perfect pod, playing trains while snacking on some of my Christmas candy haul. Sour Punch straws and Kit Kats. And drinking my last bottle of lemonade.
You just barely finished that sentence, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Click that. I want to see that train video go by again.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm pretty sure.
Whoop. That's the sound.
Does that mean everyone can hear it? Look,
Everybody
semi-perfect
can hear
podcast.
it. Oh, nice. On the tablet.
Yeah.
Or an iPhone.
Awesome.
All right, that's a
Did
little
we
loud,
post
so.
that we're live?
No.
Why? Sarah.
Well, I gave the post saying we were going live in a few minutes.
Wow. All right. That's close. All right. Paleo, what did you eat tonight?
Pizza.
Nice.
One thing that my dad and I got for Christmas was actually a non-stick pan, and I just tested it out. It didn't stick at all. It's great.
Hey.
So I didn't even need to like put anything on the pan for the pizza.
Awesome.
I want pizza. Can I have pizza?
Yeah.
See, this is why our marriage is going to work out.
Only if you take me to get some pizza too.
No, but I'll get my own. Yeah, I'll help you get your own pizza too.
Okay.
We'll do this.
I'll probably just end up buying mac and cheese.
Is that Hirosashii?
We heard Hiro, but I'm not sure if he heard us.
Is he
'Cause
muted?
just disconnected.
Did he disconnect?
Yeah, he just did. And he just did while saying, "Oh my god."
He was probably naked and forgot we
Oh.
couldn't see him. That's how I would have responded if I walked in. By the way, I want to kind of say this throwback. Right now, I've been catching up. This time of year, I've been kind of catching up on... You know, I haven't been to a convention in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so, usually when that happens, I like to reminisce and look back at old vlogs from conventions. And right now, I'm actually working on watching every vlog, every convention vlog, from the first one, Everfree Northwest 2012, all the way to the last one I've been to, which was at BronyCon 2018 so far. And yeah, so I'm going through them, and I'm actually going through and beefing up a little bit the vlog playlists. So I'm kind of adding some videos that pertain to each of the vlogs, if they were, panels that were posted by other people at the time before I was really filming panels. And one of the panels I was watching today was actually a Brony breakdown panel with Paleo and Saber way back in 2012, and I was just laughing because I'm like, wow, nothing's really changed.
Yeah. Hey, it's Gabe.
Hey.
What?
Hello.
Gabe?
It's me, and also Basic is here.
Hello.
Basic!
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Is he quiet?
Yes. Are you far away from your mic?
I don't understand. No, I'm holding it right to my face.
All right, hold on.
We're
let me
turning
turn
you up.
Let's just do
Hold on,
200%.
Okay, let me look.
Okay, that's a little bit better.
Well, let me try and find like a dumb. Oh my gosh, that's a bit. Look at my picture.
He's going to max out his mic, and we have him at 200%. And we are going to blow up.
Voice and video.
Hi, Gabe. Okay, I think he's busy.
Yeah.
Nope, that's output.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
We're working on it. 'Tis the Christmas season, after all. So, while Gabe gets situated, Paleo, what did you do for the holidays? You chill?
Yeah, I just chilled. It didn't do too much other than hang out with family and junk.
Yeah. So, with do you guys have any traditions, family get-togethers that you guys typically do? Or...
Yeah, we usually my aunts and uncles come over here and we have a dinner, and usually we always watch because we usually open presents on Christmas Eve rather than Christmas morning. So we do that, and we also watch Christmas Vacation. That's our family movie that we always watch.
Sarah and I were going. We were
Hi,
going.
Matt.
Oh, hi, Matt.
Howdy.
Oh my gosh, we might need to turn Matt up a little bit too.
Yeah. Hold on.
Wow, now we're really in the Christmas spirit as we're just pulling everybody in.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Can you hear
Christmas.
us now, by the way?
We can hear you. You're just
You are very quiet, Gabe.
How is that possible? I maxed out and I did a mic test and it sounded just freaking fine.
Wow.
I got you bumped up
Is it
to 40%
is
on my
it getting the
system.
right mic?
Yes, that's the first thing I check. Here, I'll flick it.
Is it plugged in?
I mean, yeah, I mean it's making noise. Yes, you're flicking the correct mic.
Thank you. Hey, turn it up in your.
You're supposed to warm it up by sticking it in the oven.
It's as high up in the
Nice.
room as it can go. It's hanging on the
Hey, you
ceiling
got better
fan.
right there for a second.
We'll just have basic talk the whole time.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
this is me
perfect,
now.
right there, right there.
Oh yeah.
So, folks,
Just like that.
I think
Just like that.
I think this is the first time, but we have Gabe's brother, Basic, and that is his birth name. Basic, welcome in.
Hi everybody.
How you
Basic
doing?
Brown here. Pretty good, pretty good. Just enjoying the year. I was supposed to be on a plane on my way to Mississippi, but it got canceled because of weather in Texas. What?
Oh,
Way to
got
go.
weather in Texas.
Way to go, Texas. Jeez.
Technically, everywhere has weather right now.
Mhm.
I was just informed.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Just wait 5
It's just-
minutes.
Yeah, it'll get better.
Especially
Yep.
when it comes to Texas.
So yeah, but now I get an extra night in Tucson with my brother, and we're gonna play some Halo and kill some elites.
I was waiting to see how you're gonna finish that, but that sounds like an amazing night.
Yes.
Cool. Well, thanks both of you for coming on in. Matt, good to have you back. It's been a while.
Happy to be
I
here,
think.
Steve. Happy to be here.
Matt's back.
It's been far too long since I'm concerned.
We were just looking at wedding pictures, and one of the highlights, I think, that happened at the wedding is just before the ceremony got started, Matt, who was
Please tell me they got the headbutt.
They didn't, but they got your face right after.
What? Well, I know the I'm sure the camera crew got it. That's what's gonna count.
Okay,
But
the video crew.
what is he called? An efficient?
Yes.
An efficient. He's
Yes.
the guy who told me to say I do, and I was like, fine.
And he's the person that also said, "You may now kiss the bride."
I might now kiss the bride.
Shut up.
May now christen the bride.
No,
I'm
that's for the
sick,
wedding night. They didn't need my permission
so my
for
brain
that.
is pudding. So forgive me if I say some weird shit.
So Sarah,
Is she on the drugs?
no,
No, I'm just sick, so I'm just.
she doesn't give a shit
I
right
don't
now.
give a shit.
I
So
remember the last time you were sick and on the drugs.
anyways, Matt goes up
Anyway.
before I do, and they tell me to follow him in like count 10 seconds and follow him up. So I walk up.
I love your wedding planner, by the way. She gave us no rehearsal, like no prep. Just here, you walk up. 10 seconds later, race, you go.
Yeah, which it worked. I mean,
Okay.
she must know that like some of us do improv, so
Not
she was.
fucking hard.
Hey, Sarah.
And Sarah, I have a question for you, Sarah, when we get to there. But go ahead, Jeff.
Okay.
So anyways, I walk up and Matt goes for this gesture which I wasn't ready for. Like he kind of held out his arm and he was gonna pull me in for a hug, and I was like, oh, this is sweet, but I wasn't ready for it, and so I kind of overcompensated for it and swung into it head first as hard as I could, and Matt's mouth was the first thing my forehead saw.
Connected with.
I still have all my teeth. Do you still have all your forehead?
Yeah. Are you sure you have all your teeth? Because I got extra forehead now. So.
Yeah, I counted them. It might just with the swelling. It'll go down.
So
I
yeah.
kid you not, head butted so damn hard.
So anyways, again, welcome into you guys. We're just kind of going over. We just went over the food post. Right now, we're gonna take a look and see what people got for Christmas. But to start off this topic, I'm gonna ask Matt, what did you
Yes.
get for Christmas?
Oh my. So, two primary things, and they're gonna be kind of a little weird unless you know me. Number one, I got a knife block for my kitchen.
Nice.
Is that so people can't throw knives at you?
No, it's so I can throw knives back at them.
Oh.
So most of my knives have been kept in a drawer, which makes it great when I'm looking for one among all the other things.
It's not so
If I
great
go
for
in
your
there-
fingers.
Yeah, if I go in looking for a potato peeler, there is a good chance I'm going to come back missing a finger. So now I have a knife block where all the little things fit in, including the honing steel and all that. It's awesome.
Nice.
And I forgot I asked for it. But there it was, the most oddly wrapped package, and it took me a second to figure out what it was before I unwrapped it. But yes, it's awesome.
Nice.
We've
The,
got...
the,
oh,
this the second thing is, and Ray, Sarah, you probably have seen me do this at some point, but I like to carry $2 bills around with me
Mhm.
to leave as tips at restaurants and things like that, because who doesn't like a $2 bill?
Mhm.
Anyone that's poor.
Yeah, well, honestly, if they were poor, I think they would like them more. You know, hey, any money is good money, right? These are the words of a self-employed person.
That's true. So yeah.
But you know, if you can leave $2 to $1 bills, or you leave one $2 bill, you're leaving the same amount of money, but people will be more impressed, or at least appreciate the $2 bill more. At least that's what I've found. So my parents went to the bank and ordered a stack of $2 bills, which I can now add to my arsenal, which is great because they're all sequential.
Nice.
I normally don't enjoy cash as a Christmas gift. I mean, I enjoy cash, but you know, I like thought that goes into a gift, and to me, it was so damn thoughtful. I loved it.
Nice. Cool. We got a super chat, oddly enough, totally is related
I
to
should pull that up so I can actually read that.
Matt's $2 mention, his $2 bill mention. But
Changeling-
Changeling Rider asking,
Did Ray's propose at a con? No.
yeah. Oh, I didn't?
No. No, he proposed at Disneyland on the Mark Twain boat.
That's
There's a whole video about it if you just,
yeah.
search around his channel a little
Yeah,
bit.
you could find it. Race proposes to
Toodles.
Toodles. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
I don't know. But if you look up ACRacebest and propose, you should probably find it.
It's on his channel. Just watch every single video
Yes.
in sequential order until you find it.
Yeah, and make sure that ad block is off.
And
That
like,
helps.
comment, and subscribe.
And then you'll find it.
Yeah. What about I almost want to save. Well, how about so Paleo. You mentioned that you got a non-stick pan, or your dad did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and we also got like an air compressor, which is funny because the tires in my car were like running low on air. It's like, oh, I can use that right now.
perfect.
And I got some money in gift cards, but one thing that I got that I forgot that I needed was a new suitcase.
Oh.
Ooh,
That,
nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be using that. It's a really nice one. It's one of those hard cover ones. And one thing I got my dad is that I got him all 3 Avengers movies on 4K.
Ooh. Nice. And
Was
you've
that
been
was that the best gift you've given this season?
Probably, yeah.
nice. You've been also working your way through the Kingdom Hearts games during this
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I just finished the second one the other day.
Nice.
Sarah's getting ready to start playing the first one someday.
Yeah, I'm stealing myself for it.
Stealing? Why do you say stealing?
I've already played like the first part of it with the island and getting off of it, and it's really boring.
Wow.
The things that you have to do on the island are just not really my cup of tea, and it just drags a little bit.
To put it into perspective, or I guess just to sum it up, Sarah's the kind of person who's like, I don't need any of this, like,
I'm just playing the first part with the island. I'm like, where the fuck's the Disney stuff?
I'm trying to think of how to phrase this non-sexually. So she's
What?
not into foreplay. She's just like, give me
Give me the game.
the game.
Doesn't care about the lore.
Just like she is with other aspects of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like cooking.
like eating. Yeah. So, Gabe, Nate.
Boy. Here we go.
I saw one thing that Gabe got for Christmas. and
What?
I-
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
There was a video that he posted.
Was it the one where he's so okay? I think I'll just let you guys take the floor on your, because you guys have pretty crazy Christmases in the Brown house.
We do. It's almost like a competition
Yeah,
at this point.
competitive. Yeah, blood is spilled.
Blood is spilt and it's delicious.
Blech.
But so the hoverboard was actually a present last year. I just recently discovered that there are more uses than just standing on it and sitting on it. So that the slithered and slunk is something we like to do as a family.
He did that when we
Right.
were there.
Broken.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's right. 'cause
Where
you
the
were
fuck
just
was
here.
I?
I don't know.
I
so
missed
you
this.
Well, this year I got my brother an electric longboard because he got me the hoverboard last year, and then you got
What?
me.
Oh, I got Gabe a Mark IV Ruger stainless steel pistol.
Awesome.
Listen to it go. That's the sound of a nice gun, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that a 22?
Yes, actually it is. I have 3 22s now. They're target pistols though. They're really like higher end. Just good way to. They pay for themselves after about 1,000 rounds.
It's actually just
Yeah,
a
right.
soundboard, Matt. He's just pressing a button.
Yeah, I believe that too, but I believe the Ruger a bit more.
Okay, so and then what did we got? I got Dad a piece of the Apollo 11, which I got really lucky to get.
What?
You see, that's where I stop believing things. What?
No, really. Yeah, the Captain foil from the command module,
Huh.
which was called the Columbia, I believe. And yeah, NASA was selling little pieces of foil, and I bought a piece.
That's
and
cool.
now
I
they're all
didn't know
gone.
they were that financially hard up.
And then we got Mom a DNA test so we could know where we came from. And then for the family,
Nice.
Yeah, and the family we bought plane tickets to Hawaii, and we're staying at Alani.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice.
That was our
Looking
big
forward to a
family
full
gift, so
report on
we-
how that is.
Yes.
Yes, we will have videos for show, but it's not gonna be till next July because I'll be out of the Navy then.
we're going for the 4th, and we're staying for a week. So it should be really fun.
Cool.
That's awesome. That makes me happy.
That's part because for the reveal, we put them through an escape room. We built our own escape room in the house, and then they had to solve clues, which eventually led to them figuring out a code that said Hawaii.
But the
Gotcha.
code, they had a jump drive they had to play on the TV, and that gave them the answer to the code. And then once they'd figured out the code, then we made like a minute-long reveal video showing footage from Hawaii and Alani and stuff.
Nice.
Now, if anyone's
You lock them in a
surprised,
room.
if anybody's surprised about this, don't be, because this family does not mess around when it comes to Christmas.
Clearly.
We save up all year, so it's a big thing at our house.
But
mean,
we only buy presents that we can also enjoy.
Well,
Don't be mistaken. There is no altruism in Christmas at the ground.
you guys don't really mess around with many holidays. I mean, I think about 4th of July videos I've seen, so I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the problem. So we used to buy like $200 worth of mortar shells and just set them on the ground and then run away. But you're not allowed to do that here because in the desert everything burns. So you can only buy sparklers. So that now we buy about $200 worth of fountains and light them all at the same time and then jump through them.
Sounds right. Sounds about right. And then you got New Year's coming up too, so.
Yeah, unfortunately Nate's not going to be here for New Year's, so it's going to suck. Nate is like the party planning dude. His I can't really describe it, but he's like DJs and sets up. No, but you also do lights and you do the set list. It's just
Next year, everybody's invited. It's gonna be crazy.
We'll be there. No, I gotta say, I miss Nate. I haven't seen him in so long.
I know he was invited.
I miss all of you. That's a kiss.
He just flipped you off.
Well, very good. So Sarah, we have the holidays, the Semi-Perfect Podcast holidays, where our own
My hero's here now.
listener. Oh, hi, Hero.
Hi, Hero.
Hello.
Actually,
Hero.
coincidentally, now that Hero's here, and I promise we're not racist, but we have to go because
Wow.
it's time for pizza.
Oh,
Hi, Hero.
Hello.
Yeah,
More
I know,
pizza.
right? Pizza time.
I'm gonna eat pizza
Did you-
tonight too, and so is Sarah.
Enjoy the
Wow.
pizza. Have a good night.
Hey, thank you guys for coming
Hero.
out.
Bye.
I want to
And
hear his
Merry
voice
Christmas
before
to
I
you
leave.
two.
Hello.
Hi! Oh, wow. That was like... Are you in a church?
Hello.
Oh, this is. It doesn't matter how much stuff I put in this room. Apparently, it sounds like really churchy.
No, it sounds cool. It sounds good. I like it.
I mean, it's nice that you're coming to us from an airplane hangar, but yeah, welcome.
Forgive me, Hero, for I have sinned. We have to go... We're gonna go eat pizza. But we love you guys just as much as pizza. It's just we're being pressured.
Excellent.
Alright.
Well, go eat your pizza.
Bye.
Okay, but hopefully we'll be back before the end of it. Bye, everyone. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty.
Succumb to
Are
peer
you in the
pressure and
upstairs
enjoy it.
room?
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yep.
You need to put stuff on the walls. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's stuff in this room, man. Like,
Yeah.
Hero, we were just getting into the Semi-Perfect Podcast holidays. Everyone was kind of going over what they got for Christmas, what they did for Christmas. I'm going to ask you real quick, how were your holidays and what'd you get?
It was nice, thank you. Yeah, my cousins came over. Well, today. Yesterday was just my brother and myself. But yeah, I got an Amazon gift card and some vanilla wafers. And
Nice.
yeah, I'll use that Amazon gift card on something.
Nice.
Vanilla wafers, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Not Nilla wafers, vanilla wafers.
Like the little waffle boarded
Yeah,
things
the
with
little
cream
waffle
and layers.
rectangular prisms. Yeah.
I love it. I didn't realize that was a thing of yours.
They're not, but they're tasty. Like, I'm not gonna say they're not. They are ridiculously sweet, though. I was like, I can only eat like 3 of these things. And I gotta
Oh, yeah.
stop.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember them being quite this sweet.
By the way, we got another super chat from Quiet Storm. Thank you so much. This is actually a question for Paleo.
Okay.
And Quiet Storm's asking, did you get Captain America Winter Soldier?
No, we didn't get that because that's not on 4K yet. We're trying to get all the Marvel movies on 4K, and only a few of them are on 4K right now, as well as like recent ones that came out.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get.
But Winter
Zootopia.
Soldier isn't one that's on 4K yet.
So do they? So let me get this straight. Did Winter Soldier come out before 4K? Was like.
Yeah, it was before it was like a popular format.
Okay. So that's why I was like, huh? Because I figured nowadays when they release movies, they automatically release most in 4K also.
Yeah.
Well,
Is 4K the
it was a
thing?
while ago.
Like, is 4K going to be the thing, or is it like is something gonna sidestep
Yeah,
it?
it's the thing is like
Is
like
4K the
1080p is
Laserdisc?
still like really good of like a HD quality and everything,
Mm.
but 4K is like just that extra because it's still like it's 4 times the resolution. But
Gotta see
It-
all
it-
them pores.
yeah, it seems like it's going to remain a sort of, I guess, enthusiast format because I can't see it really getting that mainstream anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because like it's more mainstream now because like it's a lot more accessible, but I don't really see it as like being anything other than like the enthusiast format where like Blu-ray is going to continue on being on and then DVD is like the cheapo one
Yeah. Yeah.
because they're still making DVDs.
Mm.
I know we have a whole shelf of DVDs, and I fear the day. Like hopefully
We finally replace them with Blu-rays, and then there's gonna be something else that comes along.
Well, I fear the day with this thing because it's 1,
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5 shelves tall, but
and
it's not that.
it's not attached to the wall.
Yeah, so
They are full shelves too.
and
Yeah.
we live in California, so there's always a chance that like things might shake up a little bit.
Yeah.
And if we ever have a decent sized one,
There goes my alphabetization.
yeah, we're gonna have such a mess in the living room.
Yeah. The thing is with 4K is that I guess it's because like the movie is like so large. One disc is just the movie in 4K, and then the other disc is like a regular Blu-ray, which also has the movie,
Nice.
but it has like all the
The
special
extra-
features.
yeah.
Like all the special features are on the Blu-ray.
Oh, so you get the
Um,
Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Nice.
So you get both versions and the features.
See, I just don't have
Yeah.
a 4K TV, so it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, you can like redeem it digitally too, because it comes with a digital copy usually.
Cool. Nice. So Sarah, shall we jump into the semi-perfect podcast holidays 2018?
Yes.
All right.
Let's turn screens.
All right.
Okay.
Was that like that Batman
Yeah.
thing coming?
Na, 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 na.
To the Batmobile. This image that we have on the screen right now. It's our cover. We'll get to it in a little bit, but I had to make this the cover because it's just great.
Sarah felt like she could relate to this.
Even though I can't eat the Toblerone.
Oh.
All right, first up, we've got Christmas Prime, also known as Aleximus Prime. Got Transformers Masterpiece Bumblebee and Barricade, Funko Pop Treebeard, Standee of Deku from My Hero Academia, Nindroid Ice
Nice.
Kirby, and a sketch pad and oil pastels. Not pictured are candy and random stocking stuffers. Looks like a
Awesome.
pretty good haul.
I was actually gonna get that Deku figure, but I haven't yet because
What's
another
the
figure came out.
what's the hashtag?
Hashtag SPP holiday as an HAULIDA 18 at the end of it.
Yeah, haul is in like
Okay.
hauling stuff, not.
And I'm just gonna double check to make sure. Aha, there was one thing that came in.
Okay, I see.
I will add.
Very good. Very good. All right. Next one.
Next one. Anime Guy, my Hanukkah haul, some t-shirts from Rooster Teeth and T-Turtle, Pokemon the movie, I Choose You, a fun pillow, Michelle and Gabe's MJ tribute album, Luigi's Mansion for 3DS, and a Ruby poster.
Wait, I want to see the fun pillow. Which one's the fun pillow?
The Leave Me Alone pillow.
Oh, ha!
Yes.
That's not a docky.
Oh boy.
I mean, it could be.
Some awesome looking shirts. Got Venom and Spider-Man. And is that Bayonetta? I don't know. It's probably not Bayonetta. I don't. It's an anime person.
That looks like it's from Ruby, probably.
Yeah, like a. Okay.
It's a
Oh
Rooster
yeah,
Teeth,
it was
so,
Ruby.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it's that's a T-shirt, and the Ruby poster's on the bottom right.
That's not how you spell Ruby. I'm sick
Yes,
and
it is.
tired of how you guys constantly screw this up.
Ooh, and a Squirrel Girl shirt. Cute.
Are those peanuts?
No, they're
That's
squirrels.
what I thought.
What are they?
They're squirrels.
Oh.
They're squirrels.
I legit thought those were peanuts too.
And,
Yeah, I see
I
where
would
you're
have
coming from,
continued
Riz.
thinking it.
and How to Train Your Dragon shirt with
Aw,
Toothless
that
and
looks cute.
his girlfriend.
It's like a yin yang.
Yeah. Cool.
Good stuff.
I wanted to say this earlier, but I'm like, I'm gonna have a lot of friends on my Switch because it seems a lot of people got a Switch for Christmas this year, and I'm like,
You
hell
can't
yeah.
buy friendship, Sarah.
All right, let's see who this is first.
That's Jory.
Jory got a Switch,
Look at that.
a Remadash
Christmas tree ornament. It's the
A
box.
fogless shower mirror. Okay, is that the box? The fogless shower mirror, the box that the Remadash came in.
Maybe. Actually, I don't know.
I don't know. It probably is.
Maybe they also got the mirror. who knows?
$50 Regal card.
Good.
Nice. Good to see
Lots
a lot
of
of movies
popcorn.
with that, and a Christmas
that.
vacation shirt.
I like the shirt.
Let's see.
Awesome.
He says, it may not be a lot, but I am very thankful for what my family gave me. Here's my haul for SPP holiday. Also, can't go wrong with Christmas vacation.
Can't go wrong. Matt, do you have it memorized what he calls his boss?
Sadly, I don't.
Matt.
Yeah.
All I know is he's a brainless, dickless. No, I'm not gonna finish that.
Like you stopped at Dickless.
This one is Nora
It
Mermaid.
gets better. It gets worse.
I'm gonna read what she's typed out. Nora Mermaid says, here's all I got, including some cute makeups, a silk scarf, a light-up sign, a new water bottle, doggy slippers, and an iPhone XR.
Whoa.
Let's scroll back. Whoop, went too far. There's a light-up sign. Oh, the water bottle. Mermaid hair, don't care.
I was wondering for a second what
Got
Mesa
an MLP
was.
mug.
Because this is your Mesa here. And I'm like, what's a Mesa?
Got a toothbrush.
Then I realized it says message. It's just covered up.
Yeah. Some makeup items.
Nice. I see a MLP mug, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I pointed that out, but nobody heard me.
Oh, well, I pointed it out now, so
Nope.
everyone can acknowledge it now.
Yep.
Here's this
Thanks
new
for pointing
verse.
that out, Riz.
Whoa, I see Nora.
Oh!
Yeah.
And then the iPhone with a dusty mirror.
She's practicing the bathroom selfie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steam Tank
I
Will.
I do like those slippers.
Yeah, they're cute. Part of my Christmas day, hearthwarming day, trove of speed parts of awesomeness, note fireplace sock, and some other stuff's not present, as one other item was a GTX 1060 6GB
It's a graphics card.
Graphics
Corsair
card, nice one at
Vengeance
that.
LPX RAM 16GB and Corsair H55.
Nice.
I can dig
Nice.
it.
That's a cute tree.
Good luck installing it. Have fun.
Damn. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of doodads.
Stuff right
Yeah.
there.
Water pump.
We got a couch and a floor and a wall.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what was it that one
What?
time where we were like going through everyone's like house? Like we were
Oh
like,
yeah, that was Halloween.
Oh, good.
We were looking at people's costumes. We got really nosy with people's houses.
Because I was
Like
I
they
was
got
like,
a coat of arms on the
oh,
wall.
I was looking at the dresser.
No, they got like a coat of arms like on the wall above the mirror there.
Look at that. Is
That's
that a toaster oven?
This?
Sarah goes
No,
to
the
the coat
one
of
next to
arms,
it.
race to
I
the
don't
toaster
think
oven.
that's a toaster.
I'd toast it. Mm-hmm.
That's a bad place for a toaster oven if it's a toaster oven. right on top under a cardboard box.
What's the worst that could happen?
All right.
Whoa.
This is why you only take a
Reckless.
picture of the gifts and nothing in the house.
Unable to be there, but I'm over in Perth in Australia.
Wow.
They just say
They're-
AUS.
This person has such a loaded family that they bought Perth in West Australia.
I had to get a connecting flight from home, so here is a pic of me coming into Sydney.
Not
so
much,
I'm
just
guessing
an
for
entire
Christmas
city.
they visited family.
Can you buy a city?
I mean, sure.
You could buy. You can. What is it? You can adopt a highway. You could buy
Not
a
quite
star.
the same.
Can't you buy a star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think
I
dumb.
wonder if there's like a civilization that lives in that like star system, and
Yeah.
they're like, and then they come here like, what the fuck? You bought our star.
Yeah, they're like, screw you, dude.
Yeah, you didn't record. You didn't record it at our local office, therefore you're invalid.
He's like, I have this $25 certificate on my wall that says I own you. So that's bad.
So I own your entire civilization.
I own everything. Well, I own your planet or your star.
And then war.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Mhm.
That'd be a bad.
That's how the first intergalactic war starts.
Probably would be.
It's mine.
It'd be hilarious.
It's like
That'd
some
be
12-year-old kid. It's
That'd be a
like,
great like sci-fi comedy movie.
Well, let's get on it.
Plushie Stardust, no picture, but they say they got a Batman graphic novel, Lego Darth Vader, and a real nice coat.
Always good to have a real nice coat.
All right, here's this is Rosie Diamonds, with the Toblerone saying, "I deserve this Toblerone." Yes, you do. Enjoy it. Enjoy that Toblerone. And then it
Enjoy
looks
it
like
for those that can't.
she got a lot of Bath and Body Works Vanilla Bean Noel.
Can you eat that too?
No,
It's vanilla.
that's non-consumable. You can't eat that shit. It'll make you sick.
Challenge accepted.
And sugar butter flour.
The waitress pie.
Oh, okay. I was just like, what kind of name for a treat is that? But now I see that it's a recipe book.
From the files of Jenna.
Rosie Diamond
Sugar
says
butter.
flour.
Sugar butter sounds like a pony name.
Yeah.
Sugar butter.
Rosie Diamond says, didn't get much from my family for Christmas. Didn't need much either, as I'm extremely happy with what I got. But I bought myself a ton of Vanilla Bean Noel today, and I got the Waitress Pie Cookbook and a Toblerone.
Nice.
Wait.
Nice.
Vanilla. What was it?
Vanilla Bean Noel, Matt. Have you not
What
heard?
is vanilla?
It's
No, I've never heard of vanilla
it's
bean
a
Noel.
scent.
Has he
that
heard of
Bath
it?
and Body
No.
Works.
Well,
I'm pretty sure this is from Bath and
Oh.
Body Works. But
it's
a
something
Gotcha.
you
It's just
rub
like
on
a
your
bunch of-
tongue.
body liquids that you soap yourself up with.
I would eat it.
Cool.
Quiet Storm.
On the
Oh.
lovely day of Christmas, I got so happily a yellow box of Lego acts for the smelly underwear and socks, 2 gift cards, a pair of comfy slippers, and a I screwed this up. And a
you
Samsung
screwed it up.
Chromebook to watch SPP.
Wow. That was.
I screwed that up so bad. I'm gonna do it again. On
No.
the lovely day of
No.
Christmas, I got so happily a yellow box of Lego acts for the smelly underwear and socks, 2 gift cards, a pair of
Why did
comfy
you-
slippers, and
And
a
a
Samsung
Samsung
Chromebook to
to
watch
watch
SPP.
Really had to cram that.
Why'd
last
you like
verse in there.
slam through? Why'd you like slam through underwear and then you like held out and so underwear and socks?
Underwear socks.
I like
Criticize the singing.
I like that's his biggest criticism of that whole thing.
Use your syllables correctly.
Underwear socks. Nice. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
This is from, I think, Christmas
CH.
Hope. Christmas just passed, and all I got was this handmade BronyCon shirt from my parents. That's very sweet.
The final ride.
That's
A handmade shirt.
The final ride.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wonderful.
That's really cool.
That's sad. Why
Wait,
would...
better see you wear that shirt at BronyCon 2019.
This just makes me more excited for BronyCon 2020.
I'm gonna be a little bit upset if they're like, so we're gonna do another year, just because like I'm preparing for this entire year.
As long as I see you guys at another convention, I'll be like, okay.
You'll be okay with it.
Railroad Bunny says,
I mean, I'm not happy, but I'm like, we'll survive.
Railroad
Just
Bunny,
like Nick Wilde in that one comic with Judy Hopps.
He will not lie. He will survive.
He will survive.
Railroad
Bunny says, my Christmas holiday this year: cordless rotary tool and accessories kit, new shaver, foods to snack on during the SPP, Lionel tank car, oil spill accessory, Lionel Christmas trolley car, and of course coal. But
sadly not as much coal as last year.
Yeah, I think I remember like the buckets and buckets of coal that they took pictures of last year. It'll see like a sunset shimmer.
All this Lionel stuff, but no Lionel coin bank.
Oh.
How are you gonna save your money?
He has a point. You don't save your money, you put it on the track so the train can run it over.
Got some Pringles.
Exactly.
Got some Chips Ahoy. Got some
Kit
Kit Kats. Got
some cookies, grandma cookies.
What the fuck are those?
What is that?
Lunch?
What does that
No,
say?
those are the
Lunch
Sour
day?
Punch. Sour Punch.
Oh, okay, yes.
I
Lunch
got some
hunch.
lunch.
Lunch hunch. What is lunch hunch?
M&M's. What are those? Rice Krispie treats and something else.
Wow.
When he has 3 Lionel coin banks.
I honestly
He is saving
forget.
his money.
I always forget that M&M minis are a thing. I remember when those came out and everyone's like, look at us. We can pop them like pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can eat them by the tube.
Oh, look, there's a little pony in the bottom.
There is a
top
little
left
pony.
corner. Yeah, there's the oil spill thingy.
Oh no.
Fun. Oh, there's Rarity. These are
She
fun
blends
to look
right in with all the miniatures.
I'm starting to get this vibe that he really likes
Trains.
trains.
I was gonna say ponies, but
Who
I
doesn't?
agree.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's the naughty
Honestly,
car
who
with all
doesn't?
the.
I love the setup.
Naughty, naughty. All right.
All right. Who's this? Jessica McCartney got shirts.
Hey, look, she got a.
She got
Wreck-It
the Wreck-It
Ralph
Ralph shirts, the Nap Queen shirt. She's got the Nap Queen pajama set.
I see a switch.
It took Disney a little too long to finally release all of the comfy princess outfits, I feel like, but I'm glad that they finally
that's what
did
they
it.
did with their original Wreck-It Ralph stuff too, wasn't it?
What Wreck-It Ralph stuff?
Exactly.
Yeah, what Wreck-It Ralph?
So it's got Comfy Squad, Nap Queen, got a Stitch purse, it looks like, a Switch with Splatoon 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart. Yes.
Close.
I see a little Stitch pillow.
Nice. There was another
There's
Stitch
another picture of the games. Mario Kart 8, yeah.
Nice.
Deluxe. I have a lot of friends that I gotta add on Switch.
Yeah. Drawing Destiny.
Got just a few things this Christmas. Okay, more than a few, but I'm very thankful for all of it, and I wanted to show it off for SPP Holiday 18. Hope you guys had an amazing time this holiday season. Pikachu socks, McDonald's socks, it looks like.
No, those
it's probably
snacking.
it's just general snack socks.
McDonald's don't have no popcorn.
Okay. Christmas socks. I see a Peridot, Steven, and Garnet figure. I see a Santa Claus, a snowman thermos.
Close enough. Santa and Snowman.
Pikachu mug. I see maybe
Cotton
a
candy.
bookmark.
We got hot cocoa
I
cotton
see some
candy.
sort of Bath and Body Works like Winter Wonderland.
What is
spray.
hot cocoa cotton candy? Is it
Cotton
hot
candy
cocoa that
tastes
tastes
like-
like cotton candy?
No, it's cotton candy that tastes like hot cocoa.
No, because otherwise they call it cotton candy that tastes like hot cocoa.
No, it's hot
That would
cocoa
be the
cotton
name.
candy, which means it's hot cocoa flavored cotton candy.
No, it's
If it were-
clearly hot cocoa is the bigger word. Like, look at the compare.
Shut up. It looks like a necklace and earrings.
What's the M&M thing?
The M&M thing.
What is this?
I don't know. Lip
Lipstick?
gloss? I don't know.
Or lip gloss?
I don't know.
Nice. I like it, whatever it is. Cool. What's Kabari got?
Kibari got a Super Nintendo Classic Edition.
Whoa.
Nice.
Oh, glad. I was like, they got a Super Nintendo.
Thank you, Santa.
The Super Nintendo Classic does
retro
have really good
awesomeness.
games on it, though.
does.
Merry Xmas or Red X, not bad turnout. Think my dad is a lot happier with his. So
What
we've got Family Guy with Stewie riding a pony.
uncensored episodes?
Got a couple of shirts.
Is that a speed gun?
It looks like it.
Hey, that's what I got.
Yeah,
The
a
phone charger
the
thing.
phone charger thingy, the battery pack.
I got one
and
of
then
those.
I'm really curious about this one. This looks fucking dope. I love it. it's like the kind of thing that you put in your house to be like, I'm a super spy or some
I'm
shit.
gonna open the
Yep.
garage.
I want to know if it's got to be a bank. It's got to be a bank. It's cool. I want one. I love it.
He says it's a thermometer. Oh, he's talking
No,
about the gun.
Okay, the gun is a thermometer.
I was like, that's a really cool thermometer.
Red X, is it a bank? What does it do? It looks cool no matter
It's
what the
from
heck it
the
is.
Batman 60s show.
Oh, that's even
Wait, is
better.
it like legit from an act?
Well,
Wait,
no,
is this
it's probably a toy or something based off
Oh.
of the thing.
still cool?
It's still cool.
I want one.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we've got Spiral Force. My family and I couldn't do much with very limited funding this year, so I got them something while saving up for these, so they can worry less about gifts for each other and relax this Christmas, and I can sit down and enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Nice.
They've got a Switch with Sonic Forces and Super Smash Brothers
Nice.
Ultimate.
Oh, heck yeah. It doesn't need to be an expensive Christmas in order to be a good one.
It is a vinyl bank, by the way.
Nice.
The
Like
head. The severed head. Nearly headless Nick.
I think this is... Oh, this is a... Wait. Okay.
Christmas
Nearly
cat.
headless.
Cat will.
Cat Will. For a second, I thought it was Dusty Cat, but
Yeah.
not. Because I think didn't Dusty Cat have a similar
He has a
name last year?
Yeah.
Okay. Got Yoda. Got a Deadpool riding a pony. Got Baymax. Looks like a patch. I got a Legendary Outlaw Star-Lord patch. Mischief Managed patch. I think this person has a denim jacket that they probably put all their patches on. That's cool. Got a pencil thing with a vinyl pop figure at the end of it. I don't know who it is. Castle? Maybe. Or
Harry Potter. Buckbeak.
Castile? From the Supernatural thing? Okay. Harry Potter Buckbeak figure thing that you make out of wood. That's cool.
Ooh.
Behind the scenes with everyone's favorite hippogriff. I guess that's a book. And then it comes with the wood figure thing.
The Queen of the Hippos.
And let's see. Fantastic Beasts. and
I've
where
been
to find them.
editing Brownie's Rack to the
The
MLP
Tales
movie.
of
So.
Beetle the Bard. Quidditch Through the Ages. That's
Aw.
awesome.
Well, good
like-
literature.
Looks like we got a Harry Potter fan, and then a really cool Overwatch poster.
How did you know that was Overwatch?
Because I turned my head to the side, and I saw a Toblerone.
I keep turning it around. Like I'm almost upside down. Oh, there's.
I saw Torbjorn
Oh,
first.
there they.
I
Okay.
was like, oh, it's Torbjorn.
Okay, gotcha. Torbjorn.
Torbjorn.
All right. Who else we got in here? I just realized we got a lot of these posts.
Yeah, we got a lot of these posts. Everybody was really excited about it. I'm like,
Good.
this is why we need to do the podcast today.
Good.
All right, we've got Drummershire, it looks like. Let me confirm. Yes, it's Drummershire.
Wow, what gave it away?
With
The
a
drums?
drum cymbal. Looks like a thingamajig.
That is a thermometer, probably.
A thingamajig, you say?
It's maybe a metronome.
There's a button that says drum kit.
Yeah, it also has a button that
High
says top
definition.
High definition.
Drum
Drum module with
with-
dynamic articulation.
Do you guys have your heads upside down right now?
No.
Yes.
We're trying, but
Articulation.
a trick.
That's articulation,
Turn
but
the monitors upside down.
Articulation, yes.
articulation.
A number 8 jersey for NFL. Don't know who that correlates to, but I guess it's Jackson.
Doesn't he work for them?
Do they? Oh yeah. Okay. Here's what he
did,
says.
at least?
Got Sabian Neil
We are drum
Peart.
professionals.
Paragon signature symbol.
Oh, we could have just read
Alessis
this.
Drum Brain
That's what it is. It's
and
a brain.
Baltimore Ravens Lamar Jackson jersey. Best
It's a-
Christmas ever.
Neil.
It's a brain.
Nice.
Oh, did we make it? Was that the last one?
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
I think there are a couple that have just come in. Let me just add those.
So just
really
remember
quick.
that you're sharing your screen, so don't go onto those websites you usually go onto.
Oh yeah, they can
Usually,
probably see
huh?
this.
Paleo, what drummer, what
Are they seeing the screen?
I was making a
band does
yeah.
Neil Peart jump for again? I
Rush.
forget. Rush, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, Rush.
Hey, look, an Oculus Rift.
I don't think we saw this one, did we?
No.
Oh shit! I added those, but for some
What
reason.
the heck, Sarah?
What the fuck? I added those. I know I did because I liked them.
This is so weird.
What the shit?
Maybe-
Probably because I didn't
Refresh.
refresh.
Sarah, you ruined this entire podcast.
Yeah, continue.
You also are the reason that this entire podcast
Wait,
happened, so
Wait.
you're
wait,
forgiven.
Wait.
It's probably at the bottom.
I know it's at the bottom. I'm just scrolling.
Scrawling.
Okay, here we go. We got Pixie, got a Nintendo Switch and loads of games, Pokemon cards, new headphones, and lots of clothes. Great Christmas all around. Hope everyone on the SPP podcast had a great one too, and a wonderful new year.
So this is a dumb question, but they still sell Pokemon cards?
Yes,
Yeah,
Yep.
Pokemon's.
they sell Pokemon everything.
Yeah, I mean, I literally have been playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
Oh, I know what you do with your life.
Yeah, okay. And I added
It was a
this
good honeymoon.
video of the Railroad the Railroad Bronies train, just so people can see it.
Was that noise? Yeah, that is nice. Oh, that's the train. I was
Yeah.
like, what's that noise?
Yeah, it's hover to unmute, so I was like, ooh! Okay. And then we've got Jack-O-Lantern, got the cider and tool for Christmas, and something I used to fix Kronos there. Yes.
Wait, do we share the screen when we do food posts?
No.
I like
We
the fencing
can.
mask.
We should. Why haven't we done this?
I don't know.
I'm like, wow, this is cool.
I never thought of it. I don't know. We're stupid.
Well, I can't argue against that.
Michael Ramos, my holiday loot. Got a Gundam thingy.
Nice. And sweet Maui onions.
Yes. And a ornament.
Ornament.
I don't know what character that is, but it looks cool.
Fluttershy.
And
Yes.
then we've got
I got Fluttershy.
Deck the Knights with bogus bows of honor.
This is Deadpool. Deadpool.
Princess Deadpool. Party kit for Switch. Nice. Got a Luna messenger bag.
Look at all that stuff. Fandango.
Free and clear.
Target. Walmart.
Black & Decker toaster oven. Hey, we got a toaster oven for Christmas.
Actually, we might have gotten...
No, it's not the same.
Oh, okay.
Fandango gift card.
Is that Stretch Armstrong?
Where?
This guy. What's on top of his...
Oh, that's like a... Oh,
a
that's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Jax will not eat that.
Oh, I got reindeer poop
Ew.
and a roll of quarters.
Is that detergent?
Tootsie Roll? Yes, that's detergent.
Good. You got the good stuff.
Sonic socks.
Nice.
Bah Humbug socks, it looks like. Nice. Awesome.
Awesome.
And the Splatoon twin characters, I can't remember their names. Cabo Wabo
Mary and
Cantina.
Callie.
Marie and Callie.
Yeah.
Marie and Callie.
I have
Sarah.
not played that game, so.
Why are they
forgive me.
holding hands?
Because they spell calamari.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
then why don't they call him Calimari? why do we say Marie and Callie?
Cookbook.
Because that's the order they are in on this picture.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no, it's calamari.
Is it a...
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's calamari.
Back to my original question. I knew that.
Oh, I got
Oh.
Sonic
Oh.
screwdriver.
Screwdriver. You know what they can use those for?
Stuff.
Being the doctor.
Yes. Hirosashii got it. Sarah seemed to put more thought into that
Yeah.
than me.
The pony with the stripe hat got the one thing I got is the Nintendo Switch.
The
Hell
Furb guy.
yeah.
Nice.
The Furb guy. Everybody's changed their names this time of year.
I don't-
And it confuses me.
I don't, because Sarah's confused.
Shadow the Jorge.
I never changed my
There's
name.
no H.
Got the... What?
This is Sado.
Oh, shit. Shadow the Jorge. Got the Oculus Rift. I've wanted one of these since they were first released. So yeah, good Christmas.
I actually
Awesome.
like the actual Twitter handle better. Jorge the.
Yeah.
That's making it work right there.
And then we've got who's this? Stardust. Saying got some hats, new lights, mic, and a lot of t-shirts. Oh, one from Gabe.
One from Gabe. Oh my gosh, I got a t-shirt from Gabe too.
Oh, there's the Black Griffin. Is this like a satanic ritual? to
Yes.
Summon the shirt.
This is great. I ended up with Gabe left one of his t-shirts here when he came to the wedding.
Oh yeah. And now
And-
we have one of his shirts.
And he literally was telling me how it's his all-time favorite shirt because of how soft it is, and
Yeah.
it's hilarious because now I have it.
Yeah, we'll mail it back to him eventually.
No, because you see, I happen to wear the exact same shirt size as Gabe.
No, you do not.
And you've discovered it's very soft.
Yeah,
Awesome
when I
shirts.
stretched it out so it would fit me.
And a blue snowball microphone. Looks like a snow hat.
I was gonna make a really bad joke, but
And a
I'm not going to.
TV
so.
remote. Here's Hero. With
Yay!
the vanilla wafers.
But we already talked about it, but yeah, it is
Amazon
there.
gift card.
But now I've seen it, so I believe you.
Yes.
Is that all? Is that all of them?
Is that all?
25 to 500. What could it be? $25 or $500
Yeah.
or $5?
That was all of them. We got through all of
That's
them.
100.
And that is
Nice.
SPB Holidays 18.
Well, almost. We haven't talked about what we got.
Yeah.
You know what? You want to know what Race got me for Christmas?
Yeah, what's that?
A cold.
Hey!
It's a gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
Yeah. To be honest, our Christmas has been very uneventful because we literally got off a cruise and we're like, oh fuck, there's it's Christmas.
We happen to be very understanding of our situations, so neither of us looked at each other expecting anything.
Yeah.
Truth be told, you could kind of argue that our Christmas, in a big way, was also the honeymoon. Which, if you guys want to hear a little bit about the honeymoon, we'd be happy to share some stories.
More than happy to. Unfortunately, I have to run, so I'll catch these another time.
Yeah, you would leave right at the time where I was getting all hyped up.
I know, right?
Yeah, well, you could just listen to the
Who's
podcast.
leaving?
Matt. It's Matt.
What?
Bye, Matt. Guess
Tell
you
him
don't
to-
wanna hear
tell him to
anything
go-
about our honeymoon.
Tell him to go play tanks with Zap or something.
Well, hey, no, my girlfriend is here, so I'm gonna go check.
Tell him to go play tanks with his girlfriend or something.
Okay, bye, Matt. Have a good time.
Bye.
Just kidding. Thanks for coming.
Merry
All right.
Christmas, y'all.
Well, oops. What am I doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
I was just
Moving your
scooting.
chair weird.
So, yeah. So, one of the things that we wanted to talk about during the podcast was our honeymoon, kind of giving a recap, a story of it, and also kind of give an idea of what's to come. Now, first off, I do want to throw this out there now, is I'm actually pretty excited because, as a lot of people know, pretty much the last quarter, maybe last third of 2018 was just insane. There was a lot of life events that were happening at once, and because of that, I kind of put a lot of my editing on a hiatus. Well, since the Christmas season, I actually wasn't planning on getting back to editing until after New Year's, but I've had such an itch to get back to editing that I've actually gotten a head start on jumping back and editing the MLP movie Bronies React. So, yeah. So that's happening already. But another thing that we're probably going to share is at some point, my sister actually was the person who was our videographer at our wedding. And at some point, she's going to give me raw footage from the wedding, and I'm going to see about putting something together to kind of share that moment with everybody else that wasn't able to be at the wedding. Anyone that could be like, oh, cool, let's check it out. Again, Saber and Gabe were there, so a couple familiar faces that people see. I was there. You were there.
Yeah.
Good job. But also, on top of that, I did, in fact, film, basically like I always do whenever I go on vacation or go to a convention, the honeymoon.
Yeah.
And
much to everybody's chagrin.
it was actually hilarious because so I posted about how we were going to, or I think I just put out a tweet saying something along the lines of,
oh, I haven't filmed a vacation in a while.
yeah, I haven't filmed a vacation. It wasn't a question of,
Yeah.
hey, what do you guys think? Should I? I was literally just like, hey,
I'm gonna do this.
I haven't done this in a while. And I actually had people respond to the tweet and be like, no,
you should spend time with your wife.
don't film your honeymoon. You should be spending time with your
You
wife.
should at least ask Toodles for her permission.
And
As
it
if I didn't know.
And the best part was Sarah responded to it and was like,
Fucking do it.
fucking do it. So
So he did it.
yeah, no, I mean, I think for some of the people that were responding to it saying like, no, you're supposed to be on your honeymoon, don't be filming. I think there's a misunderstanding that if I'm on a vacation and I don't have a camera with me, or if I'm doing like almost anything substantial in life and I don't have a camera with me, I feel like
You're missing an arm.
yeah, like I feel like, oh no, like I film all this
like,
stuff.
It's like when Sweeney Todd reunites with his, his shaving knives, and he's like, "At last, my arm is complete."
Just like that. So for me, it's natural to be filming at these things, and it to me it's even more fun. I honestly actually feel like I see more when I do vlog at vacations and whatnot, because I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like I'm kind of looking around and observing more. And so for me, and then on top of it, I kind of just feel like I don't have the best memory. So I love vlogging to look back. It's the same reason that I love vlogging conventions. And like I said, I've been going back and watching those old conventions, because for me, it's an opportunity to kind of relive those memories. And these were obviously memories that I was like, oh, really want to look back on. So with that being said, there's going to be a big old vlog. It's going to be similarly set up in the way that the Hawaii vlogs were that we filmed a long time ago. That was the last time that we really went on a vacation. So to stand by what I said in regards to, this is natural. This is how I vacation. If I went camping, I'd have a camera with me. Yeah. If Sarah's giving birth, I'll have a camera with me. And, oh, by the way, real quick side story.
No, okay. Let's not make people think that I'm pregnant, because I'm not.
Right.
She's not. But the reason,
like the way you broke that up was really
100% not pregnant. Just want to clear that up.
the reason I said that was at work today. Someone, God, what did they say? They were comparing getting married to having a kid.
Yeah.
And saying like, oh, just wait, then he'll really be running around or whatnot. And my coworkers like looked at me slowly and they're like, do you have something to tell us? And it took me a second. I'm like, huh? What? Oh no, she was making a scenario. She wasn't like, Sarah's not pregnant. But yeah. But what I'm getting at is that when the day comes where Sarah is pregnant,
You made Nora leave the podcast. she got fed up with you and your shenanigans.
It's okay. I'm going to probably vlog the whole thing. Wouldn't you like that?
No.
Why?
Because I'm probably going to bite your head off.
Good. As it should be. So, yes. So, I guess we'll just kind of run through this. Like we said, there'll be the vlog to come, so a lot of these stories will be accompanied by that. But I figure we could kind of
There are a couple of key moments that were sadly not vlogged.
yeah. So we'll I guess we could kind of, if you want, run through this the same way we did with like Tommy the other day.
Yeah.
Probably a little quicker.
A little bit more of a bridged version, because we know how ACRacebest can get when he tells stories.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so for our first leg of the honeymoon, and what I would like to call the official, part of the honeymoon, where it's just me and Race, is Disney World's. We get on some red-eye flights to Orlando.
We got our bags charged.
Yeah, we got our bags charged because we were dumb and we didn't check to see. The tickets very clearly said no carry-on on it. And
Heads
like,
up
whoops.
to anyone that ever books a flight, especially if it's a flight booked through like Expedia or anything like that. Double check when you're, at least by the time you're checking in, to make sure you know what you have. Because I could have saved like $20 to $30 had I realized that our bags needed to be checked in.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed any carry-ons, which I've never seen before.
Yeah, it was with United, so just be sure.
Just keep an eye out.
That's your PSA for the day.
Yeah, Paleo.
Okay.
So we got on some red-eye flights. We arrive in Orlando Saturday morning.
At
And
6 a.m.
we go to our hotel, drop off our bags. They hold our bags for us. And we go straight to Disneyland. We slept a little bit on the plane, thank God. But yeah, it was straight from the plane to basically Disney World. I said Disneyland earlier.
Magic
but...
Kingdom.
Yeah, that was Magic Kingdom Day.
And Magic Kingdom, for anyone that is familiar with Walt Disney World, is the park that is open the longest and latest of all the parks.
Yeah.
Which means not only were we gearing up for a long day, it was going to be the longest day.
Yes.
But we planned this out because we knew we were going to have 6 days, single park tickets. Yeah. So we played it out to where we planned 2 days for Magic Kingdom, 2 days for Epcot, 1 day for Hollywood Studios, and 1 day for Animal Kingdom. Yeah. The only park I've never been to was Animal Kingdom, so that was like the main okay.
But it's still a park that you could feasibly do in a day.
So
we did Magic Kingdom the first day, and we did breakfast. I scheduled all of the special meals, and I was like, okay, we should at least do one character breakfast, and so or at least one character meal in general. So we did a breakfast at the Crystal Palace, and that has Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, and Eeyore, and had a lot of fun with them. We hid the plate.
Can I pause you for a second?
Okay.
I just want to point out that Fritz Roll in the chat pointed out the only difference from the Hawaii vlogs and our honeymoon is that there were no pony toys harmed in this one. And yes, that's because I left Rainbow Dash at home because I know if Sarah had the opportunity to throw any more ponies into the ocean, she probably would take it.
I never intentionally threw Rainbow Dash in the ocean.
So that's where all the plastic's coming from.
She never made it into the ocean. She only fell on the other side of the fence, to which we could not get it because there is a sheer cliff.
If I was by myself, I would have jumped over that fence.
No.
Yeah. No. So for anyone that's wondering, these are in the Hawaii vlogs. You can see the very sad.
Yeah, the very sad
moment.
All right.
Where Sarah loses Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, so we made sure to hide the plate of bacon from Piglet when he came around.
Yes! Yeah, so Piglet's walking around and they serve bacon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm going to have fun with this. And I filmed this where Piglet walks up and he's like, ho, I'm Piglet. And I'm like, Piglet, oh my God. And I take this full plate of bacon and move it away from him.
It takes him a few seconds to get what he was doing, but...
And then he started crying and
palm.
started punching me.
Okay.
Not really. But no, I loved it. Like he got where I was going.
Yeah.
Poor Piglet.
It was a good breakfast, and it was one of the most expensive meals, if not the most expensive, because it is a character meal.
I don't think it was the most expensive.
It was it was maybe second place.
Okay.
By very close margin.
Gotcha. So, which is funny, because when you compare the, so to speak, quality of food. But so
I'm trying to tell this story because I know I can do it faster than
I'm
you would.
slowing you down. No, I was just going to mention that one thing for anyone that's been to Disneyland and not Disney World. One of the biggest differences to me was the food options. Yeah. Where Disneyland, if you want to eat a really nice meal in the park, I think you have one option for the public.
Fancier meal.
Yeah, for the public, which Blue Bayou comes to mind. There's probably maybe another. But it's nowhere near, Disney World, when they made these parks, apparently were like, hey, why don't we have a ton of fine dining, reservation-only type of places so people spend more money? Yeah. And it's funny because, if all these places were in Disneyland, I probably would never go. But because we were on our honeymoon out in Disney World and not knowing how often we'd go, we're like, hey, let's hit up as many as we can.
Yeah.
All right, so that first Magic Kingdom day, we did our special meal. What were some of the key highlights from that day?
Key highlights was, for me, we went to the city hall to get our honeymoon badge or pins, honeymoon pins, which, you know, just kind of like a little souvenir, cute souvenir that you can get for free. And the lady that helped us, she was very nice, and she actually gave us 2 free fast passes that we could use for any ride. So we were able to use that for the Snow White Dwarf's Mine Train ride.
And Splash Mountain.
And yes, Splash Mountain as well.
And for the record, it's not standard. It's not like an expected thing where if you walk up and say, hey, we're on a honeymoon or anniversary or anything, that they give you fast passes.
We did try it a couple of other
After
parks.
the first time, we were like, well, we'd be dumb to not try it.
We did try, but it seems like it's either a thing that people only have the authority to do at Magic Kingdom, or she was just very thoughtful. We got very lucky.
So, yeah.
But yeah.
So that was really cool. So that was neat. Now, 2 interesting things about Magic Kingdom was the train was, I think, 2 days away from being shut down for a while. I forget if it was refurbishment or they're working on some area of the park. But they're going to be shutting that down. Also, and I didn't know this, and this actually ended up being pretty funny. They had, what's it called? It was the parade?
It's like a street dance parade.
It's called like the Shake It,
Move It. Yeah, Shake It,
Make
Move It,
It,
Dance
Fuck It,
Parade.
Dance Parade.
And that's a parade that has Nick and Judy in it.
What did you say, Hero?
Oh, no.
You come back and insult us.
I'm just pointing. I'm pointing out that I totally threw "fuck it" in there, and Sarah didn't even like miss a beat. So.
Oh, yeah. I don't. You think? Do you not know how I talk?
I do.
Okay.
So, the significance of this is that is the one time that without a special ticket for the Christmas party, you could see Judy and Nick. Mm-hmm. They're at this parade. It's, if anyone remembers, a while ago, Saber went to Walt Disney World. He got a video of him getting a hug from Judy at the same parade. Now, I didn't like burst in and move kids out of the way like Saber did, so I wasn't able to get like a direct hug, but a few times Judy did wink at me, to which I was like, okay, I know she knows that I'm here.
We did dance with Judy because they come off their parade floats and they dance with the crowd. And so what it turned out is that this was apparently the absolute last day that this parade was ongoing. And so there was a lot of Zootopia fans.
There were
a lot of Zootopia fans there.
When we were there, right before they came off of the float, like Sarah said, I started just kind of filming the crowd, and I landed on this guy who's in a full-on Nick Wilde hat, Nick Wilde shirt. I'm like, wow, this guy went even harder Zootopia than I do. And he started like right when Nick showed up, he like put his face in his hands, and he was
crying,
bawling.
He was crying very hard.
And I'm sitting there filming this, going like, wow, this guy's a bigger Zootopia fan than I am. Not realizing that this was like
apparently the last day of this parade.
This was it. Hi, Dusty, by the way.
Hi, Dusty.
And so I'm like, so then after, and I think I mentioned it to you at some point, like, this might be it. This might be the last one. Yeah. And then as the parade's ending, the dance thing's ending, you see the cast members
are crying and all that stuff.
And even like, and then now this guy has 2 more Zootopia people with him, and they're all probably maybe a little bit younger than me.
Yeah.
And they're all in Zootopia shirts I've never seen before. And they're all holding hands like they're walking like behind like I don't even know, like
the float?
Yeah, I mean they're walking behind the float, but they were treating it like it was like a hearse, like they were just like goodbye. And again like I was like, man, I get it, because if I found out that like Judy and Nick were leaving Disneyland, or they weren't gonna have like an opportunity to see them anymore, like I'd be like pretty torn about that, like, oh, this sucks. But since it was Disney World and I don't go there often, you know, I'm hoping that Judy and Nick are able to have somewhere where they could put. They have 4 damn parks. Animal Kingdom, I don't see why they wouldn't be in there. So hopefully they do have a place. But I was like, it was just me not realizing everything. So it was just by chance that we caught this parade, because had we scheduled anything differently, we would have missed it.
Yep. All right, day 2.
So we
didn't
didn't talk about what we had for lunch.
No, okay, Jesus, nobody gives a fuck what we ate for lunch.
I had tacos. I had tacos.
The next day was Epcot, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Epcot, day 1 of Epcot.
This was one of the best days of our honeymoon, bar none.
It was one of the worst days for me. So I love Epcot. So we were like, and I knew that it was more of a park that you needed to have 2 days for, because this park is pretty much in 2 sections, where there's like the Epcot Future World sort of section, and then there's the World Showcase. And when you want to fully enjoy both sides of the park, you really have to split it up in 2 days. So the first day we did the Future World sort of section with, Mission Space. We'll get to that in a second. And Spaceship Earth, which a lot of people unfortunately get really confused, because like a lot of people were getting in line for Mission Space and they were like, oh yeah, we have fast passes, and the cast members are like, sorry, that's from Spaceship Earth. You're at the wrong ride. Oopsie. But yeah, Epcot was fun. We did pretty much, we did all the rides.
Man, we even got the Spartans in here. Everyone's tuning in.
But the key moment of that day would be when Race convinced me to go on Mission Space.
So here's the background. I've been on this ride. I went on it maybe 6+ years ago with my family, maybe a little longer. And I had gone on it, and I know that we went on. They have a green version, which is the mild version.
They have 2 versions of this ride. They have a green version, which is less intense training, and then they have the orange version, which is labeled more intense training, or
So I had gone on the orange one.
Split up for a reason.
Yeah, I had been on the orange one, and I remember like, hey, this was cool.
Oh, Saber here?
Oh, hey, it's Saberspark.
Hey.
It's me.
You came in. you came in.
Saber, you came in to hear us talk about our honeymoon.
So then the penis grew twice that size.
No, we were about to get to the best part.
Dude, going to Disney World, there's like no time. You're too tired for eating.
Penis doubling.
Yeah.
Penis doubling.
All right.
Quit it.
So yes, Mission Space.
Saber, by the way, we can hear
Everything.
I want to hear about the penis. All right, go ahead.
All right. So Mission Space, green version, orange version. I had never gone on this ride before because I knew how apparently intense the orange version was, and I'm just like, nah, fuck that. But Race was trying very hard to convince me to go on it, and I told him, all right, I will go on the green version first, because it didn't have a very long line, and if that goes good, I'll go on the orange. And that was the ultimatum. That was the thing.
Yep.
So we went on green, and it's basically like Star Tours. Like, it's just you sitting in a simulator, and it moves you backwards a little bit just to kind of simulate the movement, but it never does anything very intense.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that was chill. All right, I guess I'll go on orange version. And as we're getting out of the green version, there's a guy talking about how he's, like, got motion sickness from the orange version.
I'm feeling it now.
Oh man, I'm like really Disney got some like motion sickness or whatever, but I mean it was a fun ride, and I'm just like, shit, what have I gotten myself into? So I'm still nervous. We get in line for it,
and I remembered going on the orange version because I remember they show you the mechanism, which is it spins to give you G-forces. I also know the feeling that Sarah hates from roller coasters, which is that feeling in your stomach when you go
down
on
a big drop,
and you kind of feel like your stomach's getting pushed like out your butt.
I don't like that feeling.
So I didn't remember that feeling having anything to do with this ride.
Yeah.
needless to say, my memory was a bit foggy.
Yes.
Why do you hate
So we're, in the area just before loading into the ride, and they show us how the ride works, where it spins horizontally, kind of like the Gravitron, where you stand and the whole thing spins and like it lifts you up or whatever. I've never been on one of those because fuck that. But yeah, it spins you horizontally, and I was just like, oh, okay. And like I think it said something about 35 miles per hour. I'm like, oh, okay. That shouldn't be too bad. So, we get in the ride. We start going.
Yeah.
And it starts, with because basically
there's
it's a simulator of a rocket launch and mission, like a mission in space.
And there's 4 people per. We're in this with 2 other people. It's Sarah, myself. I'm sitting next to a young boy, and and a singing Hirosashii.
A little boy and his dad.
And so the ride begins, and immediately I start to feel this feeling in my stomach. And at that moment, I also heard the most... How do you describe
bloody murder. I screamed bloody murder about 3 times.
I thought she was dying.
It got louder and longer each time I screamed.
And there was no stopping it. Like, there's no, like, okay, that's enough. Like, she... Oh, my God. I immediately... Now, they warn you during the video, don't close your eyes, don't look around. So I'm sitting here, like, hearing her going through her suffering.
I kept my eyes open the entire time, white with fear.
Rubbing her leg, going, Sarah, keep your eyes open!
My eyes were glued open with terror. Because I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
And because of the way this ride's set up, this is why I wasn't filming. And I wish I was.
Yeah, this was one of the things that didn't get filmed.
She probably wouldn't have even.
But yeah.
Wait, why can't you close your eyes?
Because, so the device, what it does is that the motion simulation it's a spinning ride to simulate the G-forces of taking off in a rocket.
There's a screen in front of you that also helps with the...
Yeah, your mind doesn't know you're spinning,
yeah.
But if you start looking around or closing your eyes...
You're going to get very dizzy.
It gets you dizzy and you're
just done.
You're done.
There's sick bags on the ride.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and as she's screaming this, by the way, I want you to envision what it's like to be a cast member operating the ride, because this thing's spinning by them at a quick rate, right? So all they're hearing right now is... Mommy! I want my mommy!
So, we did...
That's exactly what Sarah was...
We did mention this little kid and his son. I mean...
This little kid and his son. Florida's weird, by the way.
This little kid and his dad.
And so while just about the time Sarah was done screaming, I hear the kid next to me turn to his dad and go, "Dad, I'm scared." And
which is very rich, because at the end of the ride, when we're getting out, the kid then it was like, "Man, I thought that ride was supposed to be intense." And I'm like, "Fuck you, kid."
Sarah's crying next to him, like,
so either he was just, doing his little kid bravado, or he was scared more by me than the ride.
He probably heard the screaming and was like, "What kind of fucked up ride is this?" Thinking it's like sound effects or something. But yeah, so it was, Sarah needed a moment after that.
Yeah. I cried on the ride, and then I cried a little bit off the ride.
While laughing.
But
after you were off.
I did not have a lot of fun on that ride, let me tell you.
She did not enjoy it. Now, another ride that we kind of took note of, I'm curious of us podcasters here. Saber, I know you've been to Disney World recently.
Yep.
Paleo, have you been to Disney World any time in the last 3 years?
The last time I went to Disney World was before Animal Kingdom was built.
Okay, it's been a while. So
yeah.
one thing that Sarah and I took note of was the test drive ride. I had been on it years ago, and I remembered it being like a crash test dummy thing, and I guess it got like redone.
Yeah.
And
It's
that
not
was
that anymore, really.
It's
it's like a computer simulation.
Yeah, it's like all taken over by
Chevy.
And like all about them and sort of so they managed to make Test Track a little bit boring.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I want to chime in here because like I adore Test Track. I've always loved Test Track, and I'm with you though. Where like theme wise, it feels more like an advertisement, which I'm sure Disney likes because then they get money from Chevron.
Yeah.
But it's cool that you can build your own car. And I do like the robotic voice and like the the lighting on the ride with like the LED lights or whatever.
Well, maybe
but,
the car thing is good. Like the build your own car thing is good.
except
not when
our screen didn't work. It wouldn't let me draw the first line.
Yeah, it didn't work for us, so we were a little bit bummed by that, and we were just like, shit.
So, I did tell Sarah. Go on.
Laura and I made a car, and it looked like a glorified baby, like Pramela, and it was really fun because we won every single one. There's like a big old muscle car, and we keep beating it except in the power area. We're like, ha ha, eat that bait.
That's funny.
So
The car of the day when we went on Test Track was someone made the Batmobile, and that was the car of the day.
So it's actually a proven design. I do like that though. Like that I thought was a cool immersive element of the ride. And I even think I said this to Sarah. Like that part looks cool.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunately that's something that we weren't able to take part in the one time we did go through the line, and the second time we did it, we did the single rider line, so we weren't able to do it again.
Yeah.
But again, that was our fault the second time. But yeah, I don't know. I do miss. I felt like and maybe I'm remembering it differently, but I felt like the crash test dummy version of it had more. I don't know. It felt like a little more like had a humorous side to it that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
But I still love, compared to the Cars ride at Disneyland, I love the speed portion of the Test Track ride. I love that.
Yeah.
when Laura and I were there back about a year ago, can you all hear me by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. And Georgia has a vicious law now where it's like you get fined $500 if they catch you holding your phone while driving. So I put it on my dashboard.
But how do they catch you if you don't stop, Saber?
Take that, GTA. So Laura and I, her mother's part of the Disney Vacation Club, and they'll have something called DVC hours, which is where like the park's closed to everybody who's not part of the club. And being a guest, I got to be part of it. And that night we got to do it was at Epcot, and it was during Christmas time too, so it was really cool. And the park closed, and it just dropped attendance. And I went on Test Track. Unfortunately, I could only do it twice. I was going for a third time, but we had to go somewhere else. But I felt like a little kid. I was by myself. And I remember once, loved it, hopped up the ride, I sprinted back to the ride. And I was like, do it again! Like the power, the turning, the speed, the light, the lighting on the ride, it's great. Like, yeah, it could have a better theme, but, considering all things, like, it could be much worse too. So yeah, Test Track's
it's still a good ride. Like it's still up there for me on the ride side of stuff. I'm trying to think. Anything else happened at Epcot that day?
Oh, we had dinner.
Oh, the dinner.
Yeah, so I reserved pretty much all the dinners, and this one I kept secret. There is a coral reef restaurant. They've got a whole area that is, aquarium. They've got a huge aquarium. I think it's like one of the biggest aquariums on record so far. But there's a restaurant attached to it, and while you're eating, you can just see all the fishies going by and all that stuff. And it's really cool. And I had eaten there with my family on a vacation once before, so it was like, I'll surprise Race with this. Yeah. So I booked it, and it was great. And like his face lit up when he saw the aquarium. And he was like, whoa, this is cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
And, yeah.
And it was funny, too, because the food was delicious, but my first round of food was funny. Because the lady, like, I'm like, give me the big old piece of meat. And I was asking her about how I should get it cooked. And she's like, well, it's a very thick piece, so if you go medium, you'll still have a lot of pink. And I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. Let's do that. And when I got it, it was like it was
half
almost
an
like
inch thick.
like carne asada version of thickness. And I'm like, well, she has a different definition of thick.
And it was
than I
very
do.
well done.
And
So-
yeah, I think what happened was like they put this piece of meat on the stove or however
a
you
little
cook meat,
too long.
and they left it there, and then we're like, oh crap.
But he did get a new piece.
Yeah, the next piece looked like it should. So then I was like, cool. Because the lady even told me, she's like, if it's not cooked exactly how you want it, we'll take it back. And I was laughing when I got it. And I'm like, I don't think this is what I wanted. And she had this look of terror when she saw it was on my plate. She's like,
What the
Dad,
heck?
she's like, that's not right. So, yeah, not a knock. I get, mistakes happen here or there. I was just kind of laughing. But another funny thing about at this restaurant is, there's kids I was going to say families with kids. And there was this one girl, you have to understand that a lot of these fish and sharks, they're swimming kind of in a loop where they're like, oh, cool, I'll go around this way. Oh, I've been here 45 seconds ago. Well, every 45 seconds, this shark swims by, and there's this little girl who showed up, and every time she saw the shark, she had to warn everybody.
Shark!
Every
Shark!
single
Shark!
time.
Shark!
And to the point where the parents were just sitting there apologizing to each table individually, like, I'm so sorry, she's going to be doing this the entire time. But I actually found it pretty amusing. Shark!
When Laura and I were there, we were walking through the aquarium, and they got this Mickey Mouse made out of seashells.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy to see. And this little girl runs up and she goes, "Mom, Dad, a hidden Mickey." And I'm like, it's pretty damn obvious.
You're brushing off your shoulders, polishing your monocle. Like, actually, that's not
All right,
quite.
we have to get to day 3 because it's 7:43.
Oh, day 3. Okay, so day 3 was our Hollywood Studios day. It was the day that we did another special meal. We dined in the Sci-Fi Diner.
Yeah, Sci-Fi Dine-In, which is basically built up to make you feel like you're in a car at the drive-in theater. And they've got a lot of trailers and stuff playing for those really bad black and white sci-fi movies, like the 50-Foot Woman and the Swamp Thing, that kind of stuff. And it's just a really cool atmosphere, and it was another place that I had eaten with my family before. So, yep.
So yeah, we did that. On top of that, that was also the one day that we had to deal with rain throughout the entire honeymoon, which isn't bad considering the climate we were in. But it was funny because really the only thing during this entire Disney World trip that we didn't get to do, and luckily it's something both of us have done in the past at Disney World, was Fantasmic. And it's because there was a consistent rain, nothing too terrible, and they kept playing this recording saying,
it might be delayed.
The show may be delayed due to weather. It may be delayed, and it gets to the time where it's supposed to start, and they say, due to weather, the show has been delayed, and we're like, okay, but it hasn't been canceled. And then 5 minutes later, it starts to lighten up a little bit, and the announcer goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Fantasmic will start in just 10 minutes. And the moment that he finished the word minutes, I swear to you, the heavens opened up, and it was just a straight up waterfall coming down from the sky. And it was just buckets and buckets of rain like I'd never experienced here in California. And Sarah had luckily bought ponchos before we left. I was laughing so hard. I was still getting soaked, even with the poncho. It was so ridiculous, the amount of rain. Needless to say, the show ended up getting canceled, but I was laughing the whole time. And it's another thing that didn't make it into the vlog because I wasn't going to pull out the camera in the rain, but I did have waterproof GoPros that were new, and I realized that one of them had stayed on and the battery was dead.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn it.
Yeah, just another thing to bring up from Hollywood Studios. I rode the Rock and Roller Coaster,
Yeah, so
and contrary to people's beliefs as far as,
she
everybody
hates
knows
roller coasters.
I hate roller coasters, but I actually really like the Rock and Roller Coaster. I hate the first couple of seconds because it does give you that feeling when it launches from like 0 to like 60 something miles per hour. But it's so brief that you just kind of forget it after the first few seconds, and then you just enjoy the ride, and there's no big drops.
Saber, have you done Rock and Roller Coaster? Because I know you don't like roller coasters that much.
I love Rock and Roller Coaster. I'm right there with Sarah, where like you just there aren't many drops. Like that first blast, the adrenaline's kind of going because you're like, oh, here we,
Yeah.
it's gonna launch off. It goes pretty fast, and you feel yourself sink in the back of your seat, and you're like, ah! But
Yeah.
True to its name, you're rocking out in that roller coaster, and just seeing all that stuff flying by as they blast Aerosmith in your ear. It's pretty great.
It's funny because I've told Sarah this, that one thing I love about that ride, from the first times I'd ever been on it, which isn't often, is that I told her, I'm like, there are moments where I don't know if I'm right side up, upside down, what. And it's the first time, because Sarah looked it up, that I ever knew that you actually go upside down 3 times in that roller coaster. And I was like, oh, well, I didn't even know. So
There's like a loop at the beginning, there's a corkscrew, and then there's like an inversion or something like that.
I love it. So I was so happy to see Sarah enjoyed it. Now,
Yeah.
I know that there's some conversation in the chat about the Disney Vacation Club, and one other story involving rain is that it rained twice this day. Once was on the showtime. Earlier in the day when the sun was still up, the rain also came down, and it came down quick. Like, we just barely made it under this one kind of ceiling umbrellaed area. Well, wouldn't you know, it's the Disney Vacation Club, and I think they crammed like 40 to 50 people under this thing almost instantly. So we're all hiding from the rain, and this Vacation Club guy just goes,
Well, now that I have you all here, let's talk about timeshares.
Totally took advantage of it. Was funny.
Yeah, he was joking, but I think he did get a couple people be like, yeah, I want to talk about timeshare.
Oh, they were like, I got nothing better to do. So it was fun. We got to do all of Toy Story Land, which was the big line portion of that ride.
Yeah.
So that was great.
It was cool.
Again, well, that was the one park where we also didn't get. I'm so sorry, Sarah. This was my fault too.
What?
We didn't get to do Muppets 3D.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well.
I didn't know they closed that attraction early.
Yeah, they closed it at 6.
So I blew it. I ruined our
Yeah, we were about to go in it, and he's like, no, we got to do this. And I'm like, okay. And then 6 o'clock came around. Well, yeah. We went in there about like 8 o'clock, and we were just like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
All right, day 4.
Day 4 was Animal Kingdom. My first time ever being to Animal Kingdom.
We got caricatures done.
We did. Have you flattened that thing out yet?
I have not.
We gotta show people.
Yeah, you'll see it in the vlog, and we'll also post a picture of it. But basically, to
can anyone guess what we got our caricatures of? I forget if I told Saber already. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. But
does anybody want to guess? Because I'll just go ahead and say it.
Go ahead and say it.
We had caricatures done of me and Race as Nick and Judy.
Yay!
They had a sample out there that had another couple as Nick and Judy, and so we were like, okay, I guess we have to do this now.
Just understand that Sarah accepted that she would be drawn
I accepted
as Judy
my fate.
Hopps.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say Nick.
She was Nick. I'm Judy.
So we'll post a picture of that on our Twitters soon.
We also wore our shirts.
We did wear our shirts that we bought. That has Race's shirt has a picture of Nick, and it says "If lost, return to Judy." And then I have one that has Judy, and I said "I am Judy."
And they both have little hearts because Nick and Judy.
And it's cutesy and stuff.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend and the rabbit from Zootopia kissing. Does this show you sure this is what you want?
But yeah, Animal Kingdom was fun. We saw a lot of animals on the safari ride.
Again, it was my first time, so I was like, this is cool. We did do all the stuff in Pandora, Avatar Land.
Yeah, we went on the flight. Okay, it's Flight of Passage or whatever the fuck it's called. We had a weird thing happen.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So
do you want me to tell this in my way?
No.
Why? No.
Okay.
Sarah.
So
I'll be quick.
No. We could not get a fast pass for this. So we had to stick it out for the line. Which we waited about an hour and a half, which is actually not bad for that ride as far as the lines we have been seeing throughout the day for it. So yeah, we finally get to the area before they load us onto the ride, and they do this weird thing where like there's a screen and it's like, oh, we're gonna scan you so we can match you up with your avatar, and it's gonna be super long and boring. But we're gonna make it less because it's not gonna work.
Now, again, this is their way of, killing time while they're taking care of the previous line. I get it. But what's weird is that built into the intro for this is they purposely have a moment where it goes, oh wait, something's wrong. We're gonna have to recalibrate.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know anything about this ride. It was our first time being on it, so it does the recalibration. And apparently no one else knew what the heck was going on, because we all in there were like, okay. And then it goes, calibration failed.
Yeah.
And then it says, start moving your arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, move your arms
and then
a little.
it does this recalibrating, failed.
Move your arms.
Move your arms. And we've been in here now
this like 5 times.
For 10 minutes. We've been doing this, and I'm like, is this like some kind of human project type of thing? Like, are they just seeing how long we're willing to do this until we start questioning something? It was the weirdest fucking thing. And then finally some cast member walks in and goes, sorry guys, your ride's having a problem.
We'll put you in another room.
So now I'm my heart's, I've suffered trauma. This has been a traumatic experience for me. And Disney's lucky I didn't sue. So we go into our next pod area, and we're in there.
All over again.
And so again, I didn't know that this was. We didn't know that the whole it's going to
fail for the
fail.
first. It fails once, and then it's like, oh, recalibrating, and then it's like, oh, okay.
The moment that it failed again, I started I'm like, no, not again.
But then it worked, and
then
we were
it
like,
worked.
okay, finally.
And Saber's like, or Saber. I mean, Sarah. I love you, Saber.
Dead neighbors.
Okay, but even if that whole segment thing works, appropriately how it should, it's still really fucking boring, and it's such a drag before the ride.
I'm surprised. I feel like I'm surprised that they didn't put a little bit more there at that particular point. Mm-hmm. Just, if nothing else, just explaining a little bit more about the ride mechanism or something. Instead they play
they have
it
this
off.
Weird science dude that's really boring, and he doesn't act well. And he's
So, but other than that, then we got on the ride, and this is another. So we had just gone through this whole experience, right?
Yeah.
We finally made it on the ride after 15 minutes of trying, after the 2-hour line that we stood in.
Yeah.
And there's this old hippie dude that was in the line with us, and he was kind of getting a kick out of our commentary throughout all this.
Yeah.
Well, so then we're on it, and the way that this is set up, it's similar
it's
to
how I would describe it is Soarin', but better.
So it's the Soarin' type ride, but they have 2 different, I guess you call them pods, where groups of people are sitting on. And
basically, if you imagine the hangar that you sit on for Soarin', it's chairs basically that you're sitting in that kind of simulate that you're riding on the back of one of those dragon thingies.
So the ride is just beginning. And I remember Sarah said something to me.
I pointed the people to beside us out. I was like,
the hippie dude was having such a good time. I don't even think so. Remember, we're wearing these 3D glasses, but for hippie dude, it looks like this guy reminds me of the Big Lebowski. All right, and now he's got his shades on indoors. It's dark, and I look over, and he's way on the other side on that corner, and he's just looking at us smiling the whole time.
And he gives a thumbs up.
He gives a thumbs up, yeah, we did it, while the ride's going. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm busy thumbing him up too.
Yeah.
Like we're not even paying attention.
Connected.
Oh, it was a moment. But
It's a good ride.
and then Saber mentioned how he rode Test Track a number of times. Well, we finally, with 15 minutes to spare in the day before the park closed,
We went on Expedition Everest.
finally got to Expedition
Which
because it
was
had
a
been
ride-
closed all day.
Which was a ride that I knew that Race would really enjoy. And we had gotten fast passes for it, but when it came to the time, it was closed. And it kept closing every single time we wanted to try and go on it after that. But we finally got onto it like 15 minutes before the park
And
closed.
because it was 15 minutes before the park closed,
There were no lines.
so we went on it 3 times in a row.
Yeah, 3 times in a row. Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that ride. That was cool.
It's a good ride.
Heck yeah. Anything else from Magic Kingdom before we move on?
You mean Animal Kingdom?
That's what I totally didn't say.
Nah.
I think that's it. Again, a lot of this will be captured in the vlogs. In the vlog of the honeymoon.
It's almost 8.
Almost there. So we had 2 more days of Disney World. We revisited Magic Kingdom. On that day that we went back, we also were able to get reservations at the last second for Be Our Guest.
Be Our Guest.
Which I
Yes.
think was our most expensive meal.
Yes. Probably. Yes.
And it was great.
It was
the
very
gray
good.
stuff is in fact delicious.
Yeah. It's
'Cause
a dessert.
Yeah.
Did anybody think that the gray stuff was a savory sort of thing?
Like
It's
salty.
actually, I was kind of blown away because I was watching a show called Final Table,
Mhm.
and they brought up the gray stuff, and I'm actually kind of surprised at how accurate Disney is with this stuff. But like in France, they use blood, like they mix it up. I'm not even joking, by the way. Like I asked like Scott Maureen, who are like Laura's friends, Scott French, and I'm like, what's this kind of pudding, this gray stuff? And they're like, oh, it's blah 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 blah. It's this kind of blood that's mixed in with sugar and milk, and it's like some kind of like bloody textured up pudding.
Okay.
And it's like
kind of like a blood pudding, but more fancy.
yeah. So gray stuff has like Disney World's got blood in it. So
you ate
which-
blood.
Well, I also ate steak, and I was
Yeah.
okay with that.
You ate blood in a dessert.
It's weird. It basically to me was like cookies and cream.
Yeah.
By the way,
What?
not true. I'm joking.
Okay. We didn't hear you.
Well, I didn't hear
Saber,
what you said.
I've known you well enough to know that I was like, I'm pretty sure he's full of shit. So I'm just gonna play it cool as long as I can.
That English breakfast pudding that has blood in it. That like black pudding.
Oh.
But the gray stuff is kind of like a sweet. I'm with you. When Belle ate it in the movie, I'm like, oh, it's probably some kind of like gray goop because I heard gray stuff. I'm like, it's probably some kind of potato or I don't know,
Yeah.
souffle. But it's like, oh, it's a sweet.
It was good. It was I really enjoyed that. We got to see the whole interior.
Yeah. It was all
anything-
done up for Christmas and stuff. And
anything
they actually
else?
remembered like the because they have a Christmas tree set up by the windows, and on top of the tree is that little angel ornament thing from the Christmas movie of Beauty and the Beast, and I was like, they remembered her. Okay. But yeah, it was really cool in there, and we got to see the Beast do his grand entrance like 3 times, and
Yeah.
the Beast will be going to his study.
Study. Yeah, no, it was cool. I really enjoyed it. Again, it's something that I probably never would have really thought like, oh, we got to go do.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people were like, you gotta do it. So we managed to do it. So yeah. So that was the main thing from day 2 of Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
And then so the next day was day 2 of Epcot.
And that was the last day that we were at Walt Disney World.
Yep, and we did the World Showcase. It was cool. Saw a lot of the different countries.
Yep.
Saw the show at the end of the day on the lake where like the little Earth globe thing opens up, and there's a big fireworks thing, and all the cities and countries light up.
Tell them what country we ate in, because they have all these different countries. So where did we take advantage?
We ate at America. I had
Good.
fried chicken tendies.
And I had the foot-long macaroni cheese dog thing. I was like, this is me on a plate.
America.
America.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was good. But yeah, no, and we were able to really kind of just chill our way around the world.
Yep.
Something that I'd never had the opportunity to really do before. I've been there, but I'm pretty sure we ran through it so we could go on more rides.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end,
I feel like it's a much better experience if you just take your time.
yeah, it worked out. The scheduling that we did for this, like we kind of just guessed that, okay, we have 6 days, let's do these parks this way, and it ended up literally, we couldn't have really planned it out any better. I was like, oh, wow. Aside from some weather, we literally would have done just about everything. So that was really cool. And then to kind of round up the honeymoon, as Sarah mentioned, like that was like our
official honeymoon portion, and then we did do a cruise to the Caribbean, Eastern Islands with his family because his mom,
So my mom, yeah, so they were like, hey, we'll do a family vacation. And so it was like, okay, that's cool. And of course I'm like, I'll take advantage of that for sure.
Yeah.
Even during that, they were like, we'll give you your space. Yeah. My mom's like, I want my young son to get laid. So,
yeah. We went to St. Thomas. We went to Antigua?
St. Thomas, Antigua,
Barbados.
Isn't Barbados the name of the guy in Ants?
What?
The soldier in Ants, isn't his name Barbados?
Okay.
What?
And then we went to St. Lucia and St. Kitts.
Yeah.
Yay! I didn't know y'all were going to St. Kitts.
Yeah, which I didn't know you had family.
Yeah, that's where my family's from.
Yeah,
basically
we
the whole
went
island.
to
Yeah, basically.
we went to Frigate Bay.
Isn't St. Kitts a small island? Isn't it pretty small?
Yeah.
St. Kitts it's the bigger island of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Okay.
That's
But yeah,
good.
we went to Frigate Bay to beach it up, and
Yep.
I got to hold a monkey.
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
We did throughout it. We went snorkeling, did a couple beach days.
Yep.
I was having a lot of fun with the waterproof
Zip lining.
GoPro. Yeah, we did zip lining through Antigua. There was one port, which was Princess Keys, that we were supposed to do, but we got there and
The weather was bad.
the wind was too heavy for them to let the tender boats down, so we weren't able to get to the beach. And this was like the one island where, again, we were on a princess cruise. Princess Keys is owned by the Princess Company. So that was like their moneymaker. They're like, everything they do on this island, we make money. So they didn't want to turn away from this one, but it didn't work out. So
Yeah, it was fun.
yeah, it was great. And like I said, lots to come on the video side. I can't wait to look back at the vacation and be like, oh yeah, and just see how the footage turned out. I was using a new camera for this.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Technically, it's a low-budget TV camera. But that being said, just want to mention again that now that the New Year's approaching, I'm starting to get pretty deep back into editing. Excited to get the MLP movie React out. We'll see how, crossing fingers on how it does with copyright and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But then eventually get going on the season 8 finale React, and who knows what else after that. Going to be working on these vacation vlogs, get back working on the low budgets. I got a whole line of stuff that I'm like,
Yep.
I got memoirs to make. I got 2 memoirs to make.
Shit, man.
So yeah, that being said, did Black Griffin become your wedding singer? No. Are we doing questions?
Can we do like 10 minutes of
We're
questions?
going to do 10 minutes worth of questions because we're running late.
Yeah.
We're going to end the podcast at 8:15 Pacific time, 11:15 Eastern, because Sarah talked way too much.
No, I tried to make it short, but it was all in vain.
Well, we also had a lot of haul.
Yeah.
How's your drive going, Saber?
There's a guy with LED lights behind me. He's fucking obnoxious.
Is it like the test track ride?
Yeah. Stupid Jeep. And it's like, why do you need lights that bright, you stupid...
Jump on your brakes, see if he sees you.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Well, it might be a short question segment unless a couple more people add questions.
Well, yeah, that's true.
All right. First question we've got from Anime Guy. What's your favorite holiday?
Oh.
I'd probably
Honeymoon is my favorite holiday.
say Christmas.
I'm
Halloween
gonna say,
as a close runner-up.
Yeah, I love both. But I'd probably give Christmas the edge. Just because Christmas is a little bit more... There's a little more food involved with Christmas.
Yeah.
And people give you cookies.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What's your favorite holidays?
Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Thanksgiving.
Nice. I respect that.
Thanksgiving is Christmas without all of the expectations.
Obligatory spending.
Let's see. With Waddles asks, with 2018 coming to a close, what is the best and worst news of 2018? Oh shit.
What's the best what?
Best and worst news of 2018. I don't know.
The worst news.
Worst news was a lot of the deaths. Like Steven Hillenburg passed away,
Yeah.
and Stan Lee.
Yeah.
We're talking about the worst thing that happened in 2018. Gotta say, Wreck-It Ralph 2.
I knew something was coming.
Yeah.
And he delivered.
Yep.
Best news of 2018.
We get married
When?
in 2018.
We got married. So what's the worst news of 2018?
Well, I would say, but it's a bummer.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's true. It kind of goes along with what Paleo said.
Yeah.
The best thing for me is that my penis grew about 2 inches longer, but the worst thing is then it retracted by 3 more inches. So, you know,
Hey, one step forward,
You
2
lost
steps
an inch.
back.
a net loss going on.
Nora's got a question here. She
Sent a super
put hers
chat.
through super chat, which means what do we do with super chat questions?
We answer them to the fullest extent
And
that we can.
and prioritize.
Prioritize.
Nora asks, random question: what would you do if you wore a onesie with your favorite character on it and you had to wear it all day? Nora, I would not only wear this one. Do you know in A Christmas Story where they have the part where Ralphie has to get into the pink bunny?
Yeah.
I would wear that. It would be a Judy Hopps onesie.
Yeah.
And I would I would go as many public places as I possibly could.
Yeah. I would be wearing a Fix It Felix Jr. onesie, and I'd probably chill on all day with it.
Where?
Play my Switch at home.
You just stay at home?
Yeah. I'd probably take pictures of it and post it on social media, but I'd probably, if I'm going to be in onesie, I'm going to be comfy as fuck. So I'm going to stay at home and play my Switch or Red Dead Redemption 2, which I just finished today. But yeah.
Finally, the curse is passed.
I'd stay home and game.
What onesies would you guys be wearing?
Just favorite character literally ever?
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite character literally ever is Adia from Bravely Default, and if I had to wear like a person, like wear a suit, but it's a person, that's weird, and I wouldn't go out at all.
Well, if it would at least just have the character like on it, like kind of like a
On
t-shirt sort of deal. You can do it. That
Maybe
way.
I'm boring. I guess I wouldn't go out.
Is there a onesie?
Well, I said I wouldn't go out at all, so.
Yeah.
Is there a onesie of Samus's power suit?
Oh, that would be cool.
Probably.
And you take that onesie off, and underneath that onesie is Samus's Zero Suit.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And then you take it off and you're a girl, and you're like, what?
Just like in, what is it? A Dog's Purpose.
Wait,
There's another movie that's coming out that's very similar to
It's
that.
basically A Dog's Purpose
in
mixed
January.
with Homeward Bound.
Matt, I love
Exactly.
dogs, but I'm real tired of the dog movies.
You know what? I watched A Dog's
I'm
Purpose.
tired of dog movies that have stupid fucking ass narration with it.
Yeah. Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel!
But Josh,
Yeah, it's like the fucking Walking with Dinosaurs 3D thing with the
Yeah.
stupid narration.
Yes!
Josh Gad was all the dogs in that movie. I basically was like, oh, here's Olaf for an hour and a half. Saber, what would be your onesie?
Oh, Godzilla.
Nice. With the tail
You know,
and all?
Would you
I
terrorize
went,
the city?
He already terrorizes his city.
Yeah. No, I'd wait.
Dominating the countryside.
Fine, never mind. My joke's on.
I wanted to hear more.
What would you do?
Never mind.
I want to hear it.
Nora, take your money back. Kim finish.
I want to hear it.
Please.
I'd be destroying copies of Zootopia and Wreck-It Ralph there at the end.
Okay.
Is that what he... I hate that guy.
Alrighty. Let's see. We've got Sato the Jorge asking, have you seen the promotional material for the Sonic movie? If so, do you have any thoughts and
Oh, I'm
opinions?
sure
It
nobody...
looks like it will fucking suck.
Hey.
I hate the way that he looks. It's awful.
No.
He has super muscular legs.
Yeah, but he runs fast, guys. Like, what do you expect?
He looks like a human.
Why are you actually... Sarah's crying.
It's just so bad. I feel bad for anybody who set hands on this movie.
Poor Sonic fandom. They just can't catch a break.
No. Have you seen this, babe?
I think I saw... Oh, God. Wow.
This is the poster.
Are you telling me you wouldn't want to, like, do that?
There's that one where I thought originally, instead of Chris Pratt, I thought it was the guy, the
I think
cowboy
that's
guy
fake, but
from Walking Dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just looks so
And I was like,
bad.
why is he in
Why is Rick Grimes in there?
I like this fake poster that someone made with that really bad taxidermy fox with as tails. Hold on, I gotta copy this. Where's the copy link?
Go to view image.
View image.
Go up here.
Oh fuck, man. All right, it's a very rounded way about to do it.
No.
All right, there's that.
Good lord. Is that supposed to be Tails?
Yeah, it's supposed to be tails.
From the producer of Fast and Furious.
It looks like it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
The writing might be good, I don't know, but I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to get past the way that Sonic looks.
I can't think of one time. I'm sorry to Sony Sonic fans. I can't think of one time when there has been Sonic and good writing in like the same proximity.
Yeah.
What about in the video games?
Bad all around.
The actual
Wait,
No.
Sonic Sat AM?
Is that good writing?
I played the video games. Jerks.
Passable?
Sat AM is like the only good cartoon. So yeah.
Dude,
And
I used to
that
wake
was-
up at 5:30 in the morning to watch Sonic Underground. Are you telling me that's not the peak of writing?
Sonic Underground sounds like a website that you'd go to find really weird pictures of Sonic. Well, we have two questions. Fritz Roll throwing one in here.
Super chat.
On Super Chat, thank you, Fritz Roll, says, thoughts on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's now my favorite animated movie of all time. Well, I wouldn't go that far.
It is so good.
Spoilers!
I won't say anything
Sarah, have you
spoilery.
still not seen it?
I've been busy.
I won't say
We
anything.
won't tell you anything. We won't say anything spoilery. Just
we're
thoughts on how we felt about it.
General thoughts. I fucking loved it.
Spoilers, Sarah.
It is a treasure. It is a huge leap in animation in what it can do. There's too few movies that actually, push the limitations of animation, and I feel like this one took full advantage of the medium.
Can I say the
and
problem with
made
it, though?
something fun. What?
And this is a problem that's not with the medium or how they did it. It's kind of more of a problem with the general audience. Is I'm seeing reports where people are like, yeah, but the animation was really sucky. And I'm like, see, people don't realize, I guess, that there was a lot, people are looking at it, not realizing what they're looking at.
It's a stylistic choice, the way they're animated. Yes, they move a little bit blocky, but that is the stylistic choice.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's the way Dragon Prince should have looked.
Yeah.
Because Dragon Prince is like nowhere near like that. Though the thing is like Dragon Prince is not a movie, it's a show. But still, like the technique they used in Spider-Verse is like way better.
Yeah, it's good. And honestly, for me, after a while, you don't even notice it anymore.
What were we gonna say, Hero?
Oh no, it's just really, this is one of the prettiest movies I've seen in a damn long time.
We need to see more movies like this.
Wait, Saber, have you seen the first trailer of this movie?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer.
Okay, yeah, I just want to talk about it was in the trailer, but I just didn't give it enough attention until it was in the movie. Just when like he jumps off the building and he's upside down in the air. Mm-hmm. In the movie theater, I'm like, this is like the most gorgeous shot I've seen in a movie in so long. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
It is good.
I don't want to make noise in the theater, but so I just sat there silently, like screaming, like, look at how pretty!
Like this whole movie was just like an art piece.
It is. I do love how they made it. It was a good movie.
Please give your money to it.
And I'm speaking as someone like I understand. Like I've also seen a lot of people say how like for the ultimate Spider-Man fans, this is like the movie to see. But on top of that, I don't consider myself a big I barely know anything about Spider-Man, and I enjoyed it. So don't feel like if you don't know Spider-Man, you can't enjoy the movie.
You can 100% enjoy this movie, even if you don't know shit about Spider-Man.
Do you like this movie more than Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah.
Sarah!
Well, Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Okay,
yes. I have to specify that. I like Wreck-It Ralph a whole bunch. Wreck-It Ralph 2, not as much. I still like it, but it was a little bit disappointing.
You need to see Wreck-It Ralph. No, see, Wreck-It Ralph 2 was actually better than Wreck-It Ralph 1 because it had Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde.
You know what's interesting? I'm gonna chime in quickly.
Okay.
Is I feel like what happened with Wreck-It Ralph 2 and how it was kind of underwhelming. I might get the same treatment with One Punch Man season 2 because they had their animation and it's from a new studio, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't look as good. Which we'll see. Hopefully it's good, and at least I have the manga, which is all I really care about at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But it's like okay, well, what? Yeah.
Honestly, I would say Incredibles 2 was more underwhelming than Wreck-It Ralph 2.
I agree.
Wreck-It Ralph 2 is boring. I'm super excited because I remember when I did my animation 2018 video, I was like, oh, they'll probably both be really good. And Spider-Verse, we'll see. And now it's like Spider-Verse is like the undisputed king of 2018, and I haven't seen it yet. But then I don't know, it's like this weird pendulum where One Punch Man, Wreck-It Ralph, it wasn't that good. But then Godzilla King of Monsters looks fucking phenomenal, and I'm like, okay, at least there's some justice.
Definitely.
We got one more question.
Yeah, one more question that we'll hit up here, and then we're gonna call it. It is from Railroad Bronies. The question is, would you get a Slurpee from 7-Eleven, or what do you prefer, a Slurpee from 7-Eleven or Icy?
Oh yes, we do have two questions, I guess. Sorry, I forgot that one. Slurpee from 7-Eleven or Icy? I
don't have 7-Elevens near me.
Slurpee.
You don't what?
Fritz Roll says where 2 didn't have Judy. Yes, it did.
It did. I saw her myself.
She's in a crowd shot.
I punched Sarah's
arm. Just because
arm.
you didn't see her doesn't mean she doesn't exist.
No, you can see her.
I know. I'm just saying to Fritz Roll that
they do exist.
Just because you didn't see her personally doesn't mean she doesn't exist. She is in that movie. Race and I saw her with our own eyeballs.
I punched Sarah's arm because I was so excited. And
that was the same arm that I had a vaccination, like a flu vaccination in, and I was like, ow. Okay.
Yeah. So, I would say, I don't know. Is there... Ices are, weird because, they make you really thirsty, where I feel like you get less thirsty from Slurpees, if that makes sense. So I'm going to say Slurpee.
Sure. Slurpee, I guess. I don't drink either very much.
What flavor of Slurpee?
The cherry.
I like red with yellow with orange with brown with blue.
All right.
With orange and red at the bottom and top again.
Okay. Just one last quick one that we'll answer here. Oziel asks, what movies did you saw before 2018 ends? Aquaman, Bumblebee, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, or Mary Poppins Returns? And which one to discuss the next podcast? I'm sure we'll discuss some of these.
We'll
in
probably
more
talk
detail.
more about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse if
Yeah.
Saber's seen it by the time we get to the next podcast.
And we did see Mary Poppins Returns.
We saw Mary Poppins
on Christmas.
Cool.
So we'd like to talk about that one. I've
Mary
not seen Bumblebee or Aquaman yet.
It's weird. I'm just saying, I was surprised in Mary Poppins when she got into the two-piece. And I was like, wow, that's like a string.
Okay.
But that's how you reach the new generation with your nanny.
All right. Thank you guys for joining for the Semi-Perfect Podcast. We will be at this again
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, which let me pull up
This was like a true Christmas.
in the calendar.
This was like a true Christmas. Oh, you know what we forgot to talk about? But we'll talk about it on the next podcast. I want to hear what everyone's New Year's resolutions are on the next podcast.
Oh, yeah. January 9th is our next podcast day. Let me pull up the Super Chatters to thank them once more for their Super Chats. We got Quiet Storm, Fritz Roll, Changeling Rider, Quiet Storm again, Nora Mermaid, Fritz Roll again. Thank you very much, guys, for your Super Chats. We appreciate it. Thank you, all of you, for viewing, attending, and showing us your Christmas and holiday hauls. They were fun to look at. We're very nosy people.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us again to the people, the audience live, our audience listening on delay, and of course the podcasters, all that joined us here tonight, which we hit up quite a few of them tonight. Even Basic was here at one point, Saber.
Saber's gone.
Okay.
Wow, screw him. But yep, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks, January 9th, 2019. We made it to 2019, guys. Well, I don't want to call it too soon, actually.
Uh-oh.
We're knock on wood.
Yep, so next podcast, we'll probably do a thing where we go through New Year's resolutions or something like that.
Heck yeah.
We'll keep you posted on that. And have a good night. Dem ponies.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. I was thrown off because you said good night.
Yeah.